Wait, I thought Andrew's Twitter handle was Johnny Magic.
No, wrong guy. Wrong guy.
That's from our own Cyrus Corman Gill, also a Storm aficionado. What's up, Spunky Sniffer? Alright, so today, Andrew and I are going to be learning a deck together. Although Andrew doesn't play that much Magic, but he knows his way around a Dark Ritual or two.
I have forgotten more about Storm than you ever do, Jarvis. Don't give me that shit.
Jesus, what is this? The Ragon? Is this the Ragon Jarvis stream? Sai, the list is thanks to Tony, Anthony LaVerde, and Rugved. Wait, did Anu just go live? I was checking. I didn't want to. God damn it, Anu! Fucking Anu.
Trying to pop out chat on Twitch. I have this problem every time I'm on your stream. I always forget how I did it.
There's a little button, or there should be a little button that says pop out.
Yes, there should be somewhere, but I can't find it. Anybody have any hints?
Yes, we technically have twice the brain power as NZD. Yeah, I don't know anything about the list, Sai. I just asked my friends who've played a bunch of Legacy Storm recently for a list. I can understand all of your things. All of your concerns, rather. But I don't know anything right now, so that's what I'm going to say, you know? Of course, it's debatable if I know anything normally, right? Sai, you haven't been playing, like, I didn't want to bother you because you're PTF testing, although I don't know how you feel about that now with the OP changes.
I don't even know what's happening with that. Like,
what that means anymore.
Yeah, you're saying words and letters, and I'm like, oh, did they fuck something over again? Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. They fucked it up again.
Is a PTF a Pro Tour final?
Dude, it's so whatever. I'm gonna just say it's so whatever. Is that fair?
Is it something sort of like a Pro Tour final? Then?
Yeah, something like that, but it's
in theory, but it's probably like it's unscheduled and may not happen and all that. Is that the deal?
Yeah, I mean, what they did was they basically lit one of Cyrus's invites on fire because they said he was invited to something that no longer exists, and there's nothing to replace it, basically. What do you know what I'm playing? Armath, I think I will be doing commentary for that event this Sunday, the Pascal's set roulette thing instead. I'll be one of the 3 people in the booth. Teams of 2. But my suspicion is you should look for whatever the broken engine is.
What are the sets?
Alright. Funny you should ask. I always have to look it up because it's... Remembering 6 sets off the top of your head is not that easy. Alright. 10th edition, Worldway, Kaladesh, Prophecy, 5th Dawn, Odyssey. Now, the real problem is, I think, some of the older sets are not nearly as good as Kaladesh or Worldwake. Is really the reality, the issue, right? 10th edition has like a lot of weird like cards that don't really go with other decks, you know?
What are the best equipment in that? Because like Stoneforge is obviously the thing.
Cranial plating is the one that comes to mind, right?
Is there? Oh sure. There's also Argentum armor, right? Or no, that was.
No, that was Zendikar, right? No, that was Scars of Mirrodin.
That was Scars of Mirrodin.
Yeah, you confused me. My suspicion is artifacts are really good, obviously, because you have Kaladesh and 5th Dawn. B, the best shatter in the format is green, which is Telljoy Justice.
And Warhammer, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but Warhammer's so slow. Equip 3
How hard is it to protect Majito the Lion in this set?
That's where your mind goes.
That's where I want to go. I want to play a blue-eyed deck with Jace and Majito the Lion.
Have I introduced to my friend Unlicensed Disintegration?
Okay, so that's one potential problem.
Yes.
We have solutions to that. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Dispel, right? Dispel's in Worldwake.
Yeah. I think the real problem is you don't want to be playing Dispel to protect your Vegeta the Lion when you could just play Wrath of God, which is also in 10th edition.
And you played them both.
Dude, you just want to. Dude, Wraths aren't even good.
I feel like you've never cast a Vegeta the Lion.
I have actually. I put it into my casual Rebels deck as a small child to beat the other Rebels decks.
Okay, well there you go. But it was a powerhouse card in its day, and I feel like this might be a set where it can shine. I'm just throwing that out.
Look, isn't that Galaxy Brain to put Vegeta and the Lion into your Rebels deck to beat other small children Rebel decks?
I mean, literally everyone else was doing it.
Yeah, but I was a small child.
It is Galaxy Brain.
Yes, you understand. You have to understand. Actually, when did Masks come out?
That's the collective uncon. Mask was 98.9. It's like winter 99.
I wasn't.
The prophecy was summer 2000.
Am I 15? Or does being 15 count as being a small child?
Crystal gets it. There you go.
Dom says I used to be a constructed powerhouse too. Oh my god, what the hell? Dom, for roasting like that, you should sub to this channel. I won't take it. Won't take it. All joking aside, if you do like this channel, feel free to hit that sub button. # shilling. Alright, so all joking aside, I'm going to go over the deck list real quick. This deck used to be called Ad Nauseam Tendrils, but we have no Ad Nauseams. We play Peer into the Abyss instead.
Y'all both lost in the top 8 to Burn, huh? People lose to Burn all the time.
Yeah.
Don't let like random chuckle fucks in the Twitch chat of any stream get you down, man.
Yeah.
Like
so
Burn's not good, but that doesn't mean it's not real and it never wins.
So I'm going to just talk about Peer into the Abyss real quick. There are use cases where this card is much better much better than Ad Nauseam, and there are use cases where it's worse than Ad Nauseam. I believe currently the use cases where Peer is better are more common right now, which is why I'm playing it. So Peer, you can cast at 2 life and basically win the game. Like, that's pretty clear, right? Because so basically, if you're at like 10 or less life, Peer is a lot more reliable than Ad Nauseam would be. Oh yes, if your opponent's at 1, you can use Peer into the Abyss, kill them. That is true. I did not think I had to talk about that, but it is technically true. You can use that 7-mana Lava Dart. I forgot that.
Relevant.
So the most common deck, I think, in the format right now is Rugved Delta. I mean, that's like 12% or whatever. And I think you would rather be Peering than Ad Nauseam for some, although I'm not 100% on that. And I think versus a deck that contains Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, you would rather be Ad Nauseam because it costs a lot less mana. And it requires a lot less setup. So those are the two comparisons. Besides that, I think the rest of this list, besides the Forest, is pretty stock. I don't know if Forest is good, but when you're siding in Decays versus Wasteland decks, it sort of makes sense. Detection Tower lets you get around Veil. I don't know if this is good or not, but a bunch of people are playing it, so figured I'd give it a try. Cyrus says, my problem with Peer as a direct replacement to Ad Nauseam is that it is ignoring why Ad Nauseam is good and why Past in Flames is already so good. Okay, fair.
You talking about the fact that it's a sorcery? Or is that part of the equation here? I'm skeptical of it just because I feel like you can't just pretend that it doesn't cost 2 mana more and that's not relevant. But
right, obviously you can't pretend that. So I don't know. We'll find out.
You just finish on your low on life. That is also true.
It is better post board versus Graveyard Hate and decks that pressure your life. That is true. So the thing I was thinking about, and the thing that people have had, are Ad Naus plus Peer 1-1 essentially. But I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know enough about the deck personally. And neither does Shoutout, so here we go.
Yep. I have not paid attention to a single game of the Legacy Storm deck since Veil of Summer has been printed, so that's a huge game changer. But
So this is probably some Painter Servant deck, is my take on the situation. These Veils are not so good.
They're going to play a Painter Servant, name blue, and we're going to cantrip our Veil of Summer, and it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. Alright. I kind of hope... Wait. Does it even count as casting a blue spell? It doesn't, right?
I honestly don't know.
No, it doesn't.
No, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't unless they cast another spell afterwards.
So what I'm actually hoping to draw is Brainstorm, which is basically the normal.
Right. Lotus Petal.
So that's kind of cool because you can sack your Petal and then cycle your Lab into Petal and then cycle your Petal into Lab. So that's why the Welder is not being kind of awkward. We're going to get blasted here, but that's okay. Okay, maybe we won't get blasted. All right, 1, 2,
I don't
3,
think we need that Veil of Summer.
4, 5. I think I want the land though. 1, 2, 3.
So if we end step fetch and Veil, we'll have 3. The fetch, the second set fetch is 4. We're a long way from ritualing still, I think.
Oh, you usually like fetch before Preordain. Oh, it lets me Veil. Okay, good point. I didn't think about that. I maybe should have. Because now I would have to fetch Bayou, which is not really a good land. Especially if there's... weird. They didn't do the thing I was describing, which is... Oh, maybe their hand just sucks. Oh, you know what it is? They probably think I'm some sort of like snow control deck.
So I was about to suggest we Infernal Tutor for another Cabal Ritual, but like when we untap. But either way, I don't think we need to do the Veil of Summer thing.
So someone point out in the chat.
That really gives away our shit, right?
Someone point out in the chat, if they paint her name blue, we can Veil Grindstone activations, which is kind of cool. But also I think it's kind of like terrifying to rely on that as a plan.
It's not a good plan, but yeah, I think if we just blow a Veil for no reason here, it kind of gives away what we're up to. So yeah. I don't want to do that. Hey.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right.
I wish we'd run the Veils now, but that's fine. We can wait a turn because the Veils do protect us for a turn from Grindstone, right? So we just end steps, crack both lands, play 2 Veils, and then the Rituals get us there.
Yep. Now, see, the downside to waiting, depending on what color they name, we might actually need to use the Veil to protect ourselves from Power Blast on our Rituals, right? Okay.
Which is still an option, so that's cool too.
So, I played against this deck in the Legacy Showcase last weekend. I lost to Clothis versus my Rug Delver deck. Arguably, I lost to Blood Moon more than anything else. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to Veil twice, right?
Yes. What were we... Oh, because of the blast? Yeah, they don't have a servant anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Right, because none of my cards are actually blue. So that means I can just blow 2 Veils and it looks pretty good.
Yep.
As good as discarding 2 cards from your hand will ever look.
One with nothing, yeah.
LED is basically the...
that was a good one, too.
Yeah. So 5, crack the fetch, 6. So, yeah, whatever. Cyrus once told me he never counts.
You don't need to count here, I'll tell you that.
That's for damn
sure. I would have played all my shit and seen what I had.
Oh, you have to crack the fetch first before... the second Cabal Ritual.
Yes, but I would have sequenced it right, but I would have not worried about having enough mana. I would have counted to 7, though, that's for sure. For threshold.
It's possible that I should have tutored for a ritual before. Because that's like +1 mana, right?
Yeah, but you might need the tutor for something else later.
I drew 23 cards. Alright,
Flush
whatever.
card.
Just fucking do shit now, right?
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yeehaw, hee haw. Oh, they might have Veil, so I might, guess I have to duress them first. Or,
I mean, if you dress them and they fail in response, like, how the fuck do you beat that?
though I just kill them next turn, right?
Okay, I guess that's a thing, yeah.
I mean, they might have Veil here, and that's whatever. It's
I hope they
fine.
have triple bolt.
Well, Welder deck generally doesn't play Bolt. Okay, so what that means is I have to just, do I have more Veils? I do. So what that means is I need enough Storm to kill them next turn. I don't think that's going to be an issue because I have like a fuck ton of stuff. So the real question is, how do I make sure I don't get bamboozled by something?
Keep your veil. That's pretty much all that matters. Keep your veil, keep enough. I wouldn't play all those. You're gonna need some of them for school.
Yeah,
right?
I need some of them. I think what I can do is just discard a bunch of cantrips and one Pass in Flames.
Right. Is there anything you can tutor for that's relevant here? Probably not. Did you have mana
No.
anyway? You tutor for the second veil? Does that do anything? Or duress? You don't have duress.
Well, no, but they're under a Veil, so what does tutoring for Duress do?
I mean, just to have it next turn.
But also, I don't have Duress in my deck.
Right,
I only have
I was
Veils.
just looking at your list.
Alright. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, and I'm pretty sure this is a common sequence, and I'm just an idiot. Alright, whatever. I'll cast a few cantrips. It's going to be a tilt if I lose from this situation. Alright, do I just go to my end step and discard a bunch of stuff?
That's probably what I would do. I don't think you need to cast anything else.
So they probably just had a Veil the entire time, which is what they were holding up, right?
And they probably have multiple veils. That's my concern. That's why I was trying to find a way to tutor for Thoughtseize. So we get Thoughtseize next turn.
I could have Dark Petition for Thoughtseize, but I can still do that next turn.
True, yes.
Corno, for the issue was not Grave Hate. The issue was getting through multiple Veils. I feel like that's the real issue, right? I have no clue how many more cards I have to discard. Alright, apparently that was enough. I dished all my...
I think we can beat Grave Hate anyway, right? Just with what we have in hand.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not... If they have nothing, it's not an issue, I think.
We can beat that too. That's also fine. Pretty sure.
Depends on what they get, actually, I think.
Oh, we pitched both our tiffs. I don't think we were supposed to do that. I didn't notice that part.
I still have a cantrip on top of my deck, so it might be fine.
I wish we still had Biff.
Well, it's not great. That Veil of Summer fucked us, kind of, but that's okay, right? Alright, I have no red cards left in my deck, so this is the land I should tap. So I can petition for Thoughtseize, I guess?
So...
3.
Can we... We currently don't have any way to draw a card without shuffling the deck anyway, right?
Right.
Okay.
By this point, I don't think I have the luxury of playing around things because a second Karn wishing probably kills me, right?
Right. So we have Storm 1, the rituals will be 2 and 3, Dark Petition will be 4, LEDs
Five,
will be
six,
5 and 6.
7.
Veil 7, Infernal's 8, whatever we Infernal 4 is 9, whatever we Petition 4 is 10. So as long as I think we just keep the ritual actually, and then believe that.
So if I writ Infernal for another writ, that empties my hand essentially, right?
Do we have the other writ? What all's exiled? Do we have another?
Nope, we don't. No, it's gone. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Would Infernal for land to do it? I think we're gonna be short on mana to do all this shit.
What? How do I Infernal for a land?
Not Dark Petition for land, rather. Oh, we can't. But then we'd have to Infernal for something that's actually like in our hand, wouldn't we?
Well, I could Dark Petition for the land and Infernal for the Tendrils, but wait, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Land is 8 if I took it.
And then Infernal is 9 and Tendrils is 10.
So I'm not getting a Thoughtseize, right? I can't.
That's only 9 actually, right? Ponders 1, Ritual is 2 and 3, Veils 4, LEDs are 5 and 6, Infernal is 7, Tendrils is 8, Dark Petition's 9, but then we need another spell. Are we short mana though? Let me confirm that.
IT for the writ. The writ's exiled. I don't understand what. Yeah, I shouldn't have discarded both of the Passing Flames. 3 mana up to 9 if you take Ritual. Alright, I'm gonna just try that.
Oh, I forgot we were taking Ritual. No, this works. We're fine. I was not counting the third Ritual, so yeah, we're good.
Notably, we cannot defeat another Veil, but that's okay, I think, right? I think we just have to take our lumps now.
Yep.
Karn's annoying as shit. I guess Karn didn't actually do anything, right?
We can also petition for, Dark Petition for whatever, right? Because I was also not counting the third Rituals were the mana, so I think we're good here. Probably tried to count. Yep, that was the problem. Petition first. Do not click that Infernal Tutor. Thank you.
No, I don't have a Flusterstorm. So I can just get like Lotus Petal and that's enough, right?
Yeah, that works.
Can't get Thoughtseize, unfortunately, but... If they have Veil, we lose, but that's okay. I think... Was there any way I could have... I probably could have played it better, kept one of the Passing Flames, then beaten Veil, but then... No, because they welled back in their...
Yeah, it didn't matter, because if they have Veil, like, you have to give them a turn, and then they have Karn in play for a second turn. So it doesn't really matter. We were never beating Veil since they had Karn.
I don't have a Flusterstorm in my main deck. Alright, moment of truth. If it happens, it happens. Wow, okay, well, thank God. I'm certain I could have discarded different cards to play around this better, but... The Karn was savage. The Crypt was, like, pretty good, but maybe, Alright, I believe I want Detection Tower.
This, is our answer to Veils?
I mean, you can always discard spell them. The problem is I don't love Flusterstorm versus Painter. It seems like kind of the wrong axis to fight them on, you know?
So what are we fighting them on, like, a bounty Abrupt Decay axis? Because that doesn't seem great either.
I can empty them. You always board Fluster versus Veil? Okay. What should I take out then? Like, I like discard if they don't have mana up. Which might sound weird. If they have discard up, it's, like, pretty awful. I don't think I'm going to side in Decay versus them. Bounce
Oh,
spells
yeah,
are okay.
our veils are pretty bad here.
Alright.
You already cut it. I was about to say we probably don't need the second pass in flames, but
I like cutting Dark Petition versus Graveyard Hate as well, generally. Yeah, I've cited in all the flusters. Shaving 2 Preordain is fine. Okay, the question is how many bounce spells do I want? If I have too many bounce spells, then it doesn't work out. The problem with cutting a Cabal Ritual in this version, I think, is Peer into the Abyss.
I would want at most just the one Chain of Vapor, but I don't know what.
No, Sai and other people point out because of Karn. Karn is like really brutal for the deck, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think we're a lot faster than Karn, and I've fought 4 Thoughtseize, but if we're bringing all 4, I don't think we need Flusterstorms either. But
I could cut another Preordain. I could also cut one of. Does that deck play Blood Moon? No, I got Blood Moon from them in the showcase, so I do need both my basics.
they can turn 1 a Karn. All right.
No.
Except Lotus Petal, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna shave one more Preordain then. Yeah, Sai points out we aren't that fast. I could have shut. Actually, I could have cut Bayou or Trop. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. So this is an empty for 8 goblins on turn 1? Or 10 goblins?
Yes.
I mean,
Is that,
I
is
don't.
that good against our opponent? I guess it is, right? I mean, unless they
So
paint
my
the show real fast.
here's the thing. I believe this is what's going to happen. They're going to mulligan aggressively to either try to combo kill us or have a veil. But they're going to mulligan aggressively. So I think just presenting a 2-turn clock on turn 1 might be good enough on average, you know?
Yeah, no, I like it.
Do you agree with that, Sai?
How now, given what we have
Oh, it's 12 goblins. I can tutor twice, right?
It is, yeah.
But what about in this situation?
I was going to say that like we're going to lose to Painter if they have it. 4 goblins matter, but I would probably just jam the goblins anyway.
Sai brings up a good point. This is a spot where I ad nauseum. Okay, fine. Yep. That is actually a reason.
Definitely a thing.
All right. Oh shit! I should have played C. This is a much worse
If we
one.
wait till turn 3.
No, dude. I mean, like, really? You think waiting is good?
So if you wait, if you wait, you could Infernal for the 7-drop thing and play it, right? And that would be Painter some good chunk of the time.
Well, I don't have any veils in my deck right now, so it's hard to want the green for that. I think I'm just gonna go with the tutor line.
You could also never mind.
What were you about to say?
I was going to say you could get Thoughtseize here, but I was thinking
I
was pretending you had a Pass in Flames that you don't actually have. So
yeah, that's fair, Sai. This is definitely a situation where ad nause would be a lot better. And yeah, it is debatable whether I should have even brought this card in. I think
they would play Grindstone here, like anyway, right?
Yeah. Plus, they cycled Veil because I cast one of these because they need mana, I think. But that also puts them down to mana, so that's kind of a good sign, I think.
Right.
All right, no Painter Servant. Fuck.
Ooh, child.
All right. They chose white, so this is why another reason I don't want to leave in Veil in this matchup.
Right. They could have spells. We can fade it. We didn't fade it. So.
All right. Okay, I think the the empty plan is bad after having played this out.
I mean, I would keep the one empty. Like it's
Really? No, I mean,
the cost of one slot in your deck. It adds a lot of flexibility. It would have won on the play there. I mean, what are you trying to bring in? Abrupt Decay? Or like bring a Preordain back in?
alright. I think I'm going to cut one of the green lands, actually, if I don't have Veil in my deck. The question is which one. I think it's supposed to be Bayou to cut.
They don't waste you, do they?
No.
So
They sometimes Blood Moon you, but this is equally bad versus Blood Moon.
yeah, so probably the Bayou then.
Tony told me he didn't like the sideboard ad nauseam. That's why I cut it, but I don't know. I'm just learning, you know? This is a learning stream. Alright, I guess I'll leave in the empty, but it will not be my primary plan.
What did you brought Preordain back in?
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Kind of sucked. That was their 5-card hand. I guess it was a pretty good 5-card hand. Like, London Mole has to be good for that deck, right?
Mm-hmm. So they had Veil there. I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't given them the chance to cycle the Veil. Like if we had just gone for the 7 mana thing.
I don't know. This strikes me as good enough actually now. I'm gonna bottom.
Yeah, it's fine. We're bottoming Flusterstorm or Ponder.
I mean, it's clearly one of those two, right?
Yeah. My instinct is to bottom Flusterstorm, but I'm not sure.
Hello, Chantel. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Chat, what would you bottom here? Fluster or Ponder? I think Ponder's... No, I think Fluster's correct on the play. But, yeah. I'm going to fetch Basic Island here.
I don't have a lot of experience playing this format with Veil of Summer in it, so I'm probably undervaluing Fluster a little bit. But
this seems like a shuffle, right? Like, these cards are god-awful.
yeah, we need to find cards that do things.
Alright, we drew a Brainstorm anyways. Yeah, the problem is the Brainstorm's good, but those other two cards are bad, so you're basically just drawing a bad Brainstorm, right? I guess I have to Ponder here, right?
I would Brainstorm here. But
Interesting.
maybe I'm wrong. Well, just because we have Ponder to shuffle next turn if we have to.
Alright. Okay, Sai and Viverus would Brainstorm. Alright. Clearly, I just was not born to play this deck.
It's pretty satisfying when I just like make a wild ass claim and then like people who play this deck a lot chime in the chat. And
Okay.
vindicate me.
So I think I'm gonna put back Swamp and Brainstorm. I could also hold on. I could put back both cantrips, Thoughtseize them. So this would fetch C, Thoughtseize them. Like the land drop's pretty nice. Okay, so next turn I'll have 3, 4, 6, 2. So it's not great.
I think if we put back like Brainstorm and Misty, or I guess or Ponder and Misty, one of the two, and then and then we just play Swamp and Thoughtseize, and then we draw the Misty, shuffle. That would give us 5. That would give us 6 thresholds. Under 6 cards in graveyard. But then we would play the other cantrip. No, we're putting it back. No, never mind. We're not. Yeah, I think we get to threshold by doing this, right? If we put back one of the cantrips with the assumption that we're going to shuffle it away, and then put the fetch land on top of that, and then play Swamp Thoughtseize.
Sai wants to ditch Brainstorm Swamp, fetch UC, cast Thoughtseize, but he didn't count. Okay, I'm going to trust you here because you counted hypothetically. So if I put these two back in this order, I'll have threshold for my Cabal Rit, is what you're saying?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
But I can also cantrip first. And
you'll have to cantrip to get threshold, but you will have threshold.
Okay. Okay, so their hand is Veil and a bunch of blanks. So I'll take the Veil. Like, this Blood Moon does not look very good versus me right now, which is... I brought up them having Blood Moon as to being safe. Annoying thing is that does shut off my...
Yeah, I also didn't count apparently because it's only 6 in the graveyard, but maybe we'll ponder into something.
Oh, fair.
Fetch first, because we have Brainstorm on top.
Cabal Rit do it?
I believe so.
No, we should check to see what's going to happen.
We'll take Rit, we'll cast Rit, get 3 mana, then we'll cast Rit again, and have 6 mana, and then we'll play LED, and then...
That's 9, so I go up to... So I can...
And then we can tutor for Piff, or whatever the fuck at that point.
I can peer, is the answer. I don't think Piff is lethal.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
No, is Piff lethal? I don't think it is, right?
I don't know, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Alright. We also don't know their hand, but that's okay. Because they can't draw both Spirit Guide and whatchamacallit. Yeah, because we won't have enough to do anything, I think, really. Right?
So, like, the Piff will be 6, Rituals will be 7 and 8, and then we just cast Thoughtseize again. And
wait,
Tendrils.
Is it
lethal?
lethal?
We have no mana to do all that?
Let's see, suppose I take Piff, that's 6. Ritual, Tutor. Wait, it seems lethal. So, Piff is 6, Ritual 7, Ritual 8, Thoughtseize 9, Tutor 10.
Stormcat's good. I don't know if we have no mana for all that, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, each Cabal Ritual will be infinite, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay.
Nice shortcut. You're like, I thought you were about to start counting, and then you're like, well, each one would be, let me check this, infinite? So,
okay, let's actually count. So, Piff puts me down to 3, right? Cabal up to 6. Other Cabal to 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it will be 9, right?
Yeah, you'll have threshold because the Infernal Tutor and the Piff will be in the graveyard.
I believe it's lethal then.
Yeah.
All of that to like fucking basically soul roll our opponent and kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, no one knows what's going on. I can cast Thoughtseize anyways. I have plenty of mana.
And then get Veil of Summer and be sad.
They can't have Veil. Bumbling Chumblefucks. Alright, so Shoutout and I have nicknamed ourselves the Bumbling Chumblefuck team.
I want to be clear that I have never said that in my life about myself. And Jarvis has taken it upon himself to speak for me when he says that he and I have nicknamed ourselves. What actually happened was Jarvis nicknamed himself a Bumbling Chucklefuck and roped me in without my consent. Not that he's wrong. I just want to make that clear.
I spelled it out for someone in chat because they wanted it spelled. Bumble Shroud G. Alright, well, we're 1-0. We're undefeated lifetime with Pure Into the Abyss in our deck. Therefore, it must be fucking great. Did someone sub?
Seemed pretty good when we cast it the one time. Jumble Shroud. Yeah.
Jumble F Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to reshare that Shroud. that was a Justin Gennari special.
That's I still think it's pretty messed up that you have that as a command. It's fucking cyberbullying, that's what it is.
I think we're playing against Rogue Delver. Alright. No, I won the game I cast Pure. I lost the game where I cast Empty the Warrens. Yeah, this is a keep, I guess.
Wow, that's low as shit. I looked away for a second and we kept this. It's probably a keep, but still.
Good question. Where on the Cyrus thing is this? Well, Cyrus would also keep this hand. It's a bad meme that I don't think Cyrus actually likes, so I'm not going to use it.
Is the implication that Cyrus keeps a lot and mulligans seldom? I guess.
Cyrus does keep basically every hand.
That's smart. Having cards in hand is good. What happens if we cycle here? Oh, never mind.
Didn't really want to do that, I think. 1, 2,
We're a mana
4,
away.
7. But I want to do it with Veil back up, if possible.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to cycle Veil versus Rug is the real question. Like, this is Rug Delver, even though you can't really tell because the first play was turn 3 Oko.
Right.
If you play all good cards, you never have to mull. That is true. What happens if I wait another...
Current iterations of Rug Delver do not play the thing. What the fuck is it called?
Stifle?
Yeah. Stifle, correct. That's a question. Do they play?
They generally don't. I think I'm just gonna lead with Veil and see what happens. Right?
Really?
What do you want to do?
Well, we're still a mana short.
Wait, 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4,
we have 7
5,
mana
6.
right now.
Wait, 1, 2. I put 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. We are short.
Yeah.
I still have enough fetchable lands in my deck that these are all live, but I swamp.
It is kind of cool that we can just take 3 from food all fucking day and then go to 2 life eventually and then just cast this thing.
Yep. This is why Pure is better. I don't think this is necessarily why Pure is better, but...
Pure looks pretty bad here, if I'm being honest, but whatever.
Do you Thoughtseize or Veil? Probably just Veil, right?
So what happens if we play one of our dual lands? Like we play Underground Sea and Thoughtseize here, and then they probably waste our Underground Sea, and we want that for Threshold. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's not crazy. Do you want to Thoughtseize then?
We have 3 lands, Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I believe they have 2 forces in their hand based on how this game's playing out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm also kind of afraid of.
So the awkward thing
Don't
is, if we do
bolt.
that, then we'll fall to 3 when we cast our pier, and I don't like that. So, but I think we can Thoughtseize anyway.
I'll just Thoughtseize, and if they waste me, that's fine. If I get bolted a bunch of times, that's also fine.
Yeah.
Oh, so there is a Stifle.
Wow.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna take a Forcible though.
I think we might be dead to Bolt. So let's not do that. I think we might have to take Bolt.
What are you talking about? I go to 11.
So you go to 12 from the Thoughtseize. They untap.
Oh, I
make
see.
another food thing, attack you to 6, and then when we cast Pier, we're dead to Bolt. Because we also can't really beat the forces, so maybe we just have to. I don't know what we do here.
If I take Bolt, I have to take Foul, I think, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope to draw something else. Yep. Basically, I think we win if we get him to mess up, but... Oh, he just drew another Bolt anyways? Okay, cool.
No, that doesn't.
Well, you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
I'm not
triple
sure.
fetch anymore. Alright, our hand was just maybe a little bit too slow. Alright.
I actually think we were supposed to take the Bolt there. And then Thoughtseize maybe lets us beat the other force.
What else am I allowed to cut? Probably Dark Petition.
Yeah. Yeah, Pier doesn't seem great here.
Am I supposed to just leave him both Past in Flames then?
Probably. I mean, it's a good natural draw. They don't have a lot of graveyard aid, so.
That's fair. You leave in DP?
Okay. So would you cut the second Piff then instead?
A lot of people don't have a bunch of snares. I mean... Okay.
That's useful.
I think the extra land is good. I don't think Detection Tower is worth it.
Do we need all 3 Abrupt Decays?
Size says
Or
you like
Guardians?
22. I'm fine with only 2 as well. Forced, I think, is very appealing in this matchup for a lot of reasons. Knowing about Stifle is nice, though.
Alright, this looks reasonable then.
Yeah, I guess I could.
And it's dangerously close to doing nothing. I think we saw Stifle, so that probably means they don't have Spell Snare. Is that a reach?
It makes it less likely, that's for sure. Damn, kind of wish our hand had like double discard, then we would have like last game, but I kept the hand because Veil is like just so good in the matchup, but obviously it didn't play out well.
I think there's a decent chance we would have won that game if our peer had been add-ons in.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think I'm just gonna keep both of these.
Sure. It's gonna be fucking tilt-a-whirl McGee when this Polluted Delta gets stifled though.
That's fine. I mean, if I'm really scared, I could Thoughtseize off of Lotus Petal.
I don't know that we're that scared, but yeah, I would just pass.
Okay. I guess the thing is they multi 5,
Yeah.
so that's we can maybe
The
dictate
top
the
card is
tempo.
another Brainstorm, is that right?
No, I drew the Thoughtseizes and Brainstorm I know about, right?
That's what I was asking. Yeah. Well, what is the top card? The Brainstorm. Oh, it's the Delta. Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. I drew both of the cards off Preordain, so I don't know anything anymore.
Okay. Or just jam Oko again.
Might be Clothis. Might be True Name. Might be Mandrills. Looks like Mandrills, actually.
Alright.
Right. Well, we can brainstorm now, at least. And I think the reason Sai didn't want to brainstorm before was that it plays into a blast pretty heavily. Where I put back Petal Trop.
Looks right to me. And then I would fetch and brainstorm again.
Yeah. What do I get? C probably?
Yeah. We're about to have threshold, so. I don't think we need the second LED, actually.
The second Cabal Writ might be unnecessary. Like, Cabal Writ and LED are the same card, right?
Yeah. So I might cut the LED, one LED and one Cabal Writ. Because I think we actually want both the cantrips, because we don't currently have action, right? So.
Yeah.
And I don't think mana is going to be the bottleneck here.
I don't think so either. I could EOT Brainstorm again and get it dazed. Kind of think I don't want that to happen, though, right?
No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I think we can Thoughtseize them twice, and then we'll be fine.
I will fetch Upkeep, though, for probably Swamp?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's annoying that we don't have... Oh, never mind. We're good.
I'll just see what's going on.
A braid.
So a braid is there to, like, if you mess up with your sequencing, because I just took the Force of Negation.
Why is Force? Why is that the pick instead of the other Force? Oh, it exiles.
Right? It exiles Passing Flames, right? That's the reason.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So probably. So I could brainstorm, then ponder, shuffle if it's bad, right? So I should.
I would probably just Thoughtseize the Force.
Well, so one thing is, should we just sandbag a Thoughtseize for the turn?
I mean, I just don't want them to force any of these cantrips. I would Thoughtseize the Force, play a land, play ponder.
If they force a cantrip, do I even give a fuck?
Yes, because we don't have action right now. I just don't. Yeah, like that's the way. The most likely way we lose this game is by just never drawing something that kills them.
Yeah, I don't think they would foul a cantrip, but I guess giving them an option to do so is wrong.
And
so
then play a land, play around days, and play ponder. Right, that's what I would do here.
I'm just gonna shuffle.
Yep, that is what I would do.
What's up, JW?
What's up, man?
Look, this is a doofus stream. We're both doofuses.
I thought we were chumbling bumble chucks.
Look, bro. Let's see. I think I'm supposed to just put 2 pieces of mana back again.
Yeah. Yes. Like.
I wonder if I'm supposed to keep the tendrils though.
I probably would. Well,
it's kind of bad too, right? Though, right? That's the problem. Yeah, I think the tendrils is actually pretty awful, so I'm actually gonna ditch it.
Yeah. Like, cause we're not gonna be able to natural it, so.
Ditch lead tendrils? Oh, whoops. Too late.
I think we have to ponder. I think we have to shuffle and ponder here.
I agree.
We don't have a ton of time.
The second lead is dead versus a braid is the problem. Shit. Where the fuck are the... Well... Yeah, I was supposed to keep the petal instead of the other thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Maybe it'll counter LED.
Whatever.
Yeah, you already GG'd him, so.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I drew poorly, but I also had other decisions I could have made.
I mean, I feel like we maximized our cantrips in terms of like seeing those cards to try and find an action spell, and that was what we ended up losing on is not finding the action spell. So I don't feel bad about the way we played that necessarily.
Sai, you don't leave an ad naus in that matchup, right? Yeah, I think we were supposed to cantrip the turn we took foul, but it ended up not mattering.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that doesn't change the number of cards we see.
Right.
Does it? I don't think it does.
No, in fact, like, if we cantrip on different turn, we actually get to see more cards, so it's actually, like,
right.
slightly better to wait, but...
Yeah.
It played out really poorly for us. Like, I think if we drew an action card virtually the entire game, we'd probably win, but, you know...
Yeah, unless those the two unknowns were, troublesome. You could do another force or something like that.
Yeah, sometimes Storm loses a goldfish. Like, but that's not a downside. Like, a lot of decks sometimes lose to a goldfish, right?
I mean, yeah, any deck can lose to a goldfish.
A goldfish can lose to a goldfish.
Turn 3, 4, 4. Did they? Yeah, you're right. They didn't actually cast down any of their other forces.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have a lot of resources. They mulliganed twice, right? Yeah, I was supposed to keep a petal instead of a lead, obviously, because of the abrade. Obviously, it didn't actually matter, but it could have mattered. Yeah, we lost to, what the fuck is it, 3 mana 4/4?
Shooting mandrills?
No, I'm thinking for like green, 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 or blue, blue, blue. We lost to like Tempest Djinn, essentially.
There you go. What about, damn, what is the 3 mana 4/4? There has to be one, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there are some.
I can think of about a lot of 3 mana 5/4s.
Nessian's Courser is a 3 mana 3/3. This opponent's also Delver, usually, so I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna play around Stifle, though, because this is the basic island. Locks on Smiter, that's true. We lost it. Locks on Smiter on turn 3.
There you go, yeah. So are we leaning on Ponder then? Or Preordain?
I don't remember. I think I'm supposed to Ponder, but I don't remember. Because the thing is, if you want to Ponder Shuffle, then Preordain Scribe matters later. But I don't remember. I'm sure there's a correct answer. I'm trying to remember.
I would probably just say fuck it and cast Ponder.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced it matters that much. These two cards are good. This card sucks. But I might end up drawing the Trop anyways, depending on what happens. Yeah, Trop is still good, actually. But the Piff is also good, I think.
Yeah, Trop's fine.
Rich Callie always plays Delver, right? I wonder if we're just going to play Delver like 3 times.
Legacy never changes. Storm versus Delver.
Thoughtseize is kind of okay. How many cantrips do I realistically need?
You can afford to put one back.
I'm going to put the...
I don't really want to crack. I don't want to fetch Undergrounds. I guess we can fetch Swamps. That's fine.
I can fetch Swamp and Thoughtseize them, right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to put Brainstorm back, I think. The question is, what other card do I put back?
Probably the Trop.
Trop looks kind of bad, like, right?
How much? We'll have 2, 3, 5... 5 mana plus 3 from the LED. Yeah, Trop doesn't seem great.
We might be in for Piff plus cantrips. That's fair, Ray, Xiao. I mean, I don't think my storm count's gonna matter, so might as well if they want to like force this. All right, then I'm gonna take Force of Negation.
Can't actually see their hand, but
it's Brainstorm, Brainstorm.
We go on with Bex, so yeah, let's do that.
You'd be willing to just draw it for the turn? Okay, fair enough. But they missed. But their hand could be anything now. Actually, yeah, maybe they'll end. Oh, they're Brainstorm locked, I guess.
So that's lethal. Unless they drew a force off of their...
How's it lethal? All we have are cantrips.
Oh, you're right. There's nothing in the graveyard of the tutors, is there? Well, we can still cast all of our cantrips off of out of the graveyard, right? We can with the rituals and then use LED for red, and then use Lotus Petal for red, and then just crack it, LED for 3 blue.
But then what?
Well, then we play all our 3 cantrips out of our graveyard and hopefully win.
Well, I already cast Preordain this turn, so I can't do that this turn, but...
Yeah, I think you still can, but I'm not, right?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, because the Preordain will go to the graveyard, that's 5, Ritual will be 6, Petal will be 7. So we'll have Threshold, we can make all the mana. And I kind of want to do that in this window. If I don't know if that's too ambitious, but...
So you want to go Ritual, Piff. Well, Lead, Ritual, Piff, right? Or Ritual, Lead, Piff?
Yeah. And then...
so I'm drawing the second... I'm going to bottom Cabal Ritual and draw the second Lead then, right?
Do we need the second Lead?
Do you think I should just bottom both?
We'll have... how much mana will we have after this? So Rit's 3, Cabal Rit is 6. So we'll have 3 mana after the Passing Flames, plus not counting the 3 blue. And then 5 and 8. So we'll have 8 black mana, just with what's in our hand already. So I don't think we'll need any more mana unless we need more colored mana for some reason.
So I'll just bottom both then.
Yeah.
Does that change anything?
Yeah, that's just lethal. Right? So just cast Dark Ritual here off the swamp. Yeah, you can cast LED. And then crack the Petal for red.
Yep.
And then this actually, yeah, now we just cast Past and Flames. I think we're actually, what's the storm count here? I've got it covered.
4.
Oh, it's nowhere near. Okay. It's kind of annoying. Well, we're going for it, so.
So what am I supposed to cast first?
The Past and Flames. So now that we don't need to cast the cantrips, we can actually. This is interesting.
Are you sure I cast the pass? I guess I do. This beats foul. Cast Piff.
Alright, I'm gonna let Cyrus take over here. What is?
So if I cast Piff. Wait, 1, 5. So I go down to. Well, I already took 1 fawn. They only have 1 more at most. But I guess I'm supposed to crack my LED with Piff on the stack, right? They counter Tutor for Ritual, Flashback Piff.
Oh yeah, that's legit. Yeah, that's a good call. So we just don't crack LED here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I guess we Thoughtseize before we do anything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I can Thoughtseize.
Actually, make sure you don't make sure you don't lose Threshold.
I won't. No, there's 9 cards.
Okay, all right.
Wait, do I have only Exactsea's Psy? Or can I fit a Thoughtseize in there?
You have enough mana. You're fine on that. You can fit a Thoughtseize.
I didn't do the math. Alright, my opponent just has a jack shit, so
Yep.
it's pretty trivial now, right?
Right.
So I can just tutor for... Well, I cast Cabal Rit, I guess.
Just cast cast Cabal Rit, and then Dark Rit, and then...
Tutor for Tendrils, right?
Tutor for Tendrils and win, yeah. It does help when your opponent has jack shit, for sure.
Well, I feel like we got luckier, a lot luckier this time, so... Yeah, Psy's probably playing some really complicated standard match. All of the games of standard are complicated because they last like 90 turns.
Yeah, standard makes me sad. Makes my brain hurt.
Does it actually make your brain hurt?
I gotta retreat to the comforting simplicity of Legacy Storm.
I like how you said that. Comforting simplicity of Legacy Storm. Yeah, sorry. Shroud and I don't know a lot about this deck. I obviously do not know a lot about this deck.
Yeah, we're learning as we're playing. That's how we roll. And any mistakes we make are Jarvis's, and any brilliance, flourishing plays are mine.
Oh shit! I didn't even really look at my hand. I just assumed it was a keep.
Oh,
wait,
it is. I think,
it is.
But yeah, it is a pretty good hand, but.
It says Swamp Thoughtseize? That's kind of awkward because the problem with that is...
I might...
The problem is I think we're tight on mana this game, so I kind of want to cast one of these spells, even if it gets dazed. So my inclination is Swamp Thoughtseize off Delta. But the problem is that makes your Brainstorm...
Right,
I don't
you're
need to cast...
find another fetch to make your Brainstorm good.
I don't need to cast my spells? Okay.
Yeah, I was leaning to just like Delta go or Misty go, but
no. So I think obviously Sai is exaggerating a little bit because if you never cast any spells, you literally die at some point. I think here what he's saying is try to render all of their SOP counters worthless. Is
right,
the actually what he means. But if you take his advice to the extreme, you just will lose every game of Magic ever. So you're not allowed to do that. I'm just pointing that out for hilarity's sake. Detection Towers for Veil of Summer Minya Friend. I did not come up with it, nor do I know if it's any good. Ooh, that's kind of nice, actually. I think now that means I can fetch for Swamp and Thoughtseize them if I want to. Right?
True. Yep.
It is Wonder Proud Tech.
Wonder Prow?
It's a guy I know.
Yeah, maybe Wonder Pro, right?
Interesting.
Narset. That's a thing.
I feel like I should just take Daze, actually. I mean, you could make a case for any of these cards, except Preordain, I think.
Do we care about Surgical?
Veil of Summer, Minya Friend. I'm thinking that I do.
Also, Narset stops Peer, right?
It does,
boarded Peer out.
but we boarded Peer out, so it only shuts down all of our cantrips, which is, fairly annoying, but...
Yeah.
So
is the plan to just... Are we going to let Narset resolve if it comes up, and then somehow try and...
Well, no, if they Narset me, I'm definitely just brainstorming in response to the Narset.
Right, well, yeah,
But I think the reality is what's going to happen here is Delver's going to flip because they brainstormed this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're not getting Narsetted this turn. So my inclination is to actually take Surgical? Is that right?
So
Days or Pyroblast.
the reason what I was getting at is I think we're gonna win with empty eventually. Like that's the thing you can do. Doesn't care all that much about Narset or Surgical.
I think I'm actually going to take Days then.
Right, that's right. So we can take either Days or Pyroblast. Probably Days.
Yep. Narset can find a sweeper, but I don't think they're Delver sweeping. They're Delver sweeping it. Oh wow, they're shuffling.
Whoa. Well, then they're probably gonna try and cast Narset, which isn't a disaster, I don't guess. Will they hit Ponder?
Yeah. Okay. Which kind of sucks because it is a blind flip, but Shroud is smart as Storm. Too bad he plays bad Brawl Storm.
I haven't played Modern Storm in about a year, so because I haven't played Modern in about a year. But if I were to return to Modern, I'd probably start with Storm and then decide it was bad and play other shit.
So they chose not to shuffle on their Ponder, hit their land drop, so that means they're going to Narset me next turn.
Mm-hmm. We don't have infinite time against this Delver because
I agree.
The empty's not great against all that. Nice to do the land though to cast it.
And I'm just going to say go because the problem with casting Brainstorm right now is it does get Pyroblasted.
Right.
So I think I'm going to hopefully here's what I hope happens. They tap out for Narset, then I can Brainstorm with the Narset on the stack. And hope to be able to cobble something together next turn.
Right. There we go. We can also Veil, right? Although
Yeah.
I don't know. We do want to.
It depends. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is real bad. How am I going to get Hellbent?
You have to find LED. That was always the case once we do that other land, I think.
I should have just put 2 fetches back, actually, but...
And we are just cycling Veil here, right?
I think I have to now.
I wish we put the Bayou back. Since we're
Why?
going to cast Veil. I guess we can get Tropin, so that's fine.
Everything sucks.
LED.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably dead. I mean, what the hell? Brainstorming into a Narset is a good way to get Hellbent, actually. I actually maybe should have considered that.
Oh. Shit, yeah, that would have been good. We're never beating that anyway, so.
Alright. They've surgicaled my Veils, so this is going to be a problem. This game kind of sucked, actually. Look how... what the fuck? I have 7 lands!
So what's good here? We can draw...
I don't know, we don't...
Even if we draw LED, it doesn't do anything.
I think Abrupt Decay is actually probably our best draw.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny, because that's not, like, very good most of the time, but here it just buys so much time that it's probably good, right?
Even if we draw an answer to force to set up not perfect land, that might give us Hellbent. Is that a thing?
It doesn't, because we can only put back 2 lands, right?
Yeah.
But also that we know they have force. So what I'm actually going to do is Brainstorm at their end step. If they want to Pirate, that's fine. But I do want to put both of these. I want to basically cast draw 1, discard 2.
Yep. Faithful looting.
Spell Snare is probably going to lock it up for them.
Yeah. We are not beating that. We are super wasteland proof. We were ready for that shit. No rod. Alright. Yeah, they got us covered from like 7 different angles.
This is why I think it's so important to like win game 1 of this matchup because of this sort of shit. I should actually put both of the fetches back now, I think, is the reality.
Yep.
But I'm mostly dead. I can't really fathom getting out of this one.
Well, Polluted Delta might save the day.
Not really, but...
Yeah, we're done here.
I do understand why vintage players love Bazaar. It's so good at everything. I'm gonna just take a gander. I guess let's see if they fuck up.
I mean, they actually can't fuck this up.
I know.
So.
Okay. But we do get information on how our opponent approaches the matchup from doing this sort of shit. Alright, the answer is to have double force in hand.
I don't think we were beating that.
No, I don't think so either, but not without our veils. I don't want more than 2 decays, do I? Although they showed us Narset and... Maybe I do actually want 3 decays.
Yeah, Dark Decay would have been decent there.
Am I allowed to cut one? I can't cut the green dual lands, I think.
Probably not. You could cut a Preordain against the Pyroblast decks.
No.
Doesn't seem awful.
Dude, that game fucking sucked. Are we just gonna win like game 1 half of the time and lose game 2 and 3 like 66% of the time?
Is that what we've done so far?
It feels like it.
Didn't we won our first match, right?
Yeah, but we won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3.
Okay, sure.
Next match, lost game 1, lost game 2. So that's 1 out of 3 so far. Oh, so we're 2 for 5. We're actually 40%. However, I think this hand's pretty good. This hand's like pretty good, I think. I'm gonna fetch Swamp and just Thoughtseize them.
Yes, that was what I was going to suggest.
I always make sure it's the right snow-covered land because who the fuck knows?
Why do you have snow-covered lands?
The list I copied had them, but the answer is it probably bluffs. Alright, so I don't want to go for empty versus Blazing Volley, unless... I suppose there comes a time where I could just Thoughtseize their Blazing Volley, but I'm going to take Force of Will.
Right. I might actually take Delver there.
Nah, I think that's crazy because they have 2 threats. The Arcanist is like almost as good as Delver versus us. Why did I X out the Preordain? Oh, because they did cast Preordain. Ah! Fucking genius. Does Flusterstorm lose value when you already have... I think it's... I also agree it's between Veil and Arcanist. Okay, let's Thoughtseize again. Interesting, they top both. Should I take Arcanist now?
I would probably take Blazing Volley now. Because they're going to play a threat no matter what, so... I would just go ahead and get Blazing Volley out of the way. And then, oh, but it doesn't get it out of the way, it doesn't if they just play Arcanist. So.
Right. You actually have to take Arcanist.
So yeah, you take Arcanist.
I think what you were saying didn't actually make any sense if you thought about it more.
Right, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I explained why it didn't. I got there eventually. Plus, if we're going to empty, that's real good.
Is it?
Yeah, we just, next turn...
We have 1 cantrip.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think I'm supposed to keep both still, but...
Yeah.
It's not actually ideal, I think. Brainstorm, huh?
But we actually can empty now, though, because if we'll have to use Casting Flames anyway, and so we'll...
I am not casting Empty the Warrens into fucking Blazing Volley. You can't
Did
make...
you not? Yeah, let me finish my thought, damn it.
Okay.
Like, if we find empty, we will go through Casting Flames anyway, and then we'll Thoughtseize the Blazing Volley.
Are they blasting my cantrip? Sucks. But I'm not casting it there.
Yeah. That's a fine exchange for us anyway.
Sprite Dragon. fuck?
Our opponent.
So they shuffled a...
I think in their head they're in a lot more danger than they actually are.
Yeah, I mean, that's the classic combo deck syndrome, right? Alright, so I think I can... Let's see.
Yeah,
3...
I think we pass in flames and cast these cantrips and try and win.
Yeah, I agree. Volk has to be lethal.
It's the best card in Legacy, so...
Alright, so play Pass in Flames?
Yes, that is what I would do here. I think we actually...
Just a cantrip a few times first, I think.
Well, let's Thoughtseize their last card first. Or do we know it? It's Delver, isn't it? We don't really care.
No, I mean, they brainstorm a bunch of times, but... Alright, I guess I'll Thoughtseize them. Oh. Okay, I guess I take one of these. Alright, so now... I guess I cast...
What are the odds that we need another red source at some point this turn?
0. I'm supposed to crack for you first, play Preordain. If they're both bad, bottom both.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's just lethal, I think.
Dark Petition does it, yeah.
Oh. This deck is really good. Why did no one ever tell me to play it?
People have a fear.
Ari told me I don't have combo bones, which is probably true, all things considering.
That's such an Ari statement.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think it is true, but
it's not actually false,
it's a
but
great phrasing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they didn't find a clock. I wonder if they would have won by deploying their clocks first instead of deploying cantrips. I think they might have.
I was shocked at how long that game lasted without them getting something in play that attacked us. The fact that they didn't play Delver on turn 1 is absurd.
Ari's not even here, but if Ari were here, he would appreciate that statement, Sai.
Yeah.
So you said it. You said it to Ari in spirit.
You can put a little colon after Ari. I just assume that Cyrus is speaking for Ari.
And that's fair. So we're 2-1. I mean, we played against 2 Delver decks and 1 red-green painter deck, so that's something.
I mean, the Delver matchup isn't abysmal, if you are confident.
I think it's actually fine. I mean, it might actually be even... I think game 1 you're actually favored, is the reality. But I think the post-board games get a lot harder because their deck is just like all stuff that's like kind of annoying, right? Mm-hmm. Although that was a nice blazing volley, I'm like, okay, I probably will not care about it this game. Guess what? We didn't care about it.
Well, we sort of cared. I mean, it changed what was on the table for us. It altered what cards were out and what weren't.
Versus non-Thoughtseize Delver, you're favored, but 50-50 with Thoughtseize Delver. Oh, and the old bug Delver deck with him to Tarok, I think, was not a very good matchup for Ant, generally speaking.
Yeah. Because
they cut their lightning bolts for him to Taroks, essentially.
I forgot that Thoughtseize Delver was a thing.
It's still... Some people play Grixis occasionally.
I mean, you can't play Death Threat anymore, so what's the draw to doing that?
Thoughtseize and Arcanist is pretty powerful. That's my counter-argument.
That's a thing,
I guess. I played plenty of Thoughtseize Arcanist decks. Yeah, Dreadhorde plus Arcanist is GG, just like Therapy plus Pyromancer. I guess it sort of iterated kind of quickly. What was I going to say? When Loris was legal, I'm pretty sure Grixis Loris Delver was actually very good. So there is that as well.
Oh sure. Well, yeah. When Loris was legal.
Yeah, but sure but it turned out Jeskai, I think, actually outperformed Grixis. Because obviously with Loris you could build it either way, you know.
Loris was good, like in this deck, right?
I I think people played it. I don't know how good it actually
It
was.
wasn't good, but it was relevant.
This is a keep.
Yeah, this is fine. Basic Island.
All right.
You say.
So, how much do you want to bet it's Sneak and Show with this basic island?
That's a very sneak and show island. I agree.
Yeah, Luris
I
was.
don't know what I mean by that, but I think everyone gets it.
All right, so Cyrus says Luris was pretty good in this deck, but it was just worse in this deck than in Delver by a lot, and I think that's probably true.
Yeah, I can see that. You can play. Could you play Wasteland with Luris?
No,
could you?
it says non-land on it.
Can anybody articulate the principle that I'm trying to express when I say that that's a sneak and show island? Because I can't. I know it's a sneak and show island, but I don't know what I mean by that. Those are good.
I think I need one of these for sure. I don't think I want the land, so
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Thoughtseize with me. Yo, what's up, Kanakse? Welcome back. And Tonic Booth, thank you for the sub. After this match, I guess I'll open 2 chests then. 2 chests on the stack. Why is... Ooh.
Standstill.
Okay, well...
I think we were probably wrong about sneak and show then.
Yeah, like, no shit.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe people might be building sneak and show in some wild and wacky ways.
Alright, verse Standstill, I'm going to fetch basics because they usually have Wasteland. But I think I have to cast Ponder here, right?
Why?
What do you want to do? Wait?
Wait, yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually...
Well, like, what's your plan here? Then?
Well,
You cast
so the
Ponder.
problem with waiting, I think, nowadays is Shark Typhoon actually does kill you.
I don't think that's true. I don't think we give a shit about a shark typhoon.
Okay. I guess we can wait. Yeah.
I just don't want to give them 3 because like we're not gonna kill them this turn, right? There's nothing we
true.
ponder into that actually kills them.
So Caracas go for them? Yep.
Yeah, I mean we may as well just like make our land drops and wait. And...
Wait until we have like Veil Thoughtseize and then just go for broke, right?
Right.
Cycle Shark Typhoon for 1.
Cool.
Baby shark do 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 baby shark do
Flying
do
shark, do, 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 do.
do do. Cyrus, I really need to draw a Typhoon this game. That's probably every game of Standard. You probably just need to draw a Shark Typhoon.
Anemic clock. Do, do, do.
Anemic clock. I don't know. It's like kind of funny, right? That's actually a good draw, I think.
That's a good draw. I'd like to. I think we can continue to wait.
If I don't draw a land next turn, I think that's when I have to decide because I'll have to discard.
Right. They also didn't. They missed a land for 1 turn, right?
Yes.
Am I wrong about that? Yeah.
You're not wrong. They were on the play. They only have 4 lands in play.
Right.
But I hope a bunch of them are like Source of Plowshares or some shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Sweet. Yeah, we can continue to wait.
They do play a lot of non-force counters. By a lot, you mean like 2 counterspell, 2 spell snare or something like that? I mean, that's why I think Veil is like probably incredible in this matchup.
Yeah. If we draw Veil, I kind of want to tutor and try and get a second copy. Is that crazy?
Okay, what if I just Thoughtseize first?
Yeah.
I think I'm supposed to Thoughtseize before anything. I could have Dark Ritual during end step to make them discard. I wasn't sure it was worth it, but...
Nah, this is fine too.
Is it actually bad when they have lots of non-force counterspells? Like, you kind of force them into an awkward position where they have to have enough mana for all of them, right? Force of Negation, Force of Will... Oh god, this is fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, make that big so I can read them. Alright. So...
They have a lot of blue cards, which is the problem.
Yeah. So if we just take the Force of Negation, and then...
Yeah. But the problem is they can Snapcaster it next turn. Which actually is a huge problem.
I'm going to try and kill them this turn, though.
Oh,
so
because they only have 1 Force of Will. Yeah, I see. Okay.
I mean, I think we can manage this. I mean, we're definitely taking the Force of Negation, so...
Right.
And they don't have anything they can snap that's relevant this turn, so...
Nope.
And
They're
then
1
I'm
win.
probably pondering next.
I mean, of course they have a brainstorm, but what am I going to do about it? Nudes. We kind of just have to do things, right? Ponder in the Veil could be nice, yeah. I don't need another ritual, right? That doesn't actually do anything.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna shuffle them. That might be good, actually.
That is real good.
I think I have to. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to cast this at this turn, right?
Yeah. So if they force this,
if they counter both of our rituals, we lose this. Well, we don't lose, but it buys them a lot of time, right?
No. So if they force this, we can still. This is okay. That's sweet. We can still Cabal Rit, and then Storm will be 6. The Rits will be 8. Then we just like tutor for something and Tendrils them.
We can hypothetically Natural Storm if they cast doing spells as well, yeah.
I mean, that's our primary plan, isn't it?
Oh, wait, was I supposed to Cabal Rit in response? Because that turns off Snare?
No, because we may need the Delta to be a Volcanic Island.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but maybe... I don't know. I literally have no idea.
I kind of forgot. I am not taking Snare into account. I mean, they can't play more than 2 of that card, right? I mean, they didn't see it, so...
Oh, Dark Petition can also be a red source, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is like a pretty juicy counter target if they want to counter, right?
Yep. Yeah, if they have 2 counter, if they drew a counter off the Brainstorm and they counter both our Rits, then that's pretty bad news. But all right, let's keep making mana.
So do I petition?
Okay, so what happens if we fetch and then Past in Flames? We'll have
I guess
6 mana, right?
You'll have 6 black.
So then alright, that'll be 7. Storm will be 7, the Force will be 8, and then we'll have 6 black, so Infernal, and then Tendrils will be lethal. If they force Past in Flames here.
They kind of have to force his Pass and Flames as well, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, we just
because if they don't, we just fucking Thoughtseize them and then cast 3 rituals, and then what the fuck do they do?
Yes, they definitely need to counter this. Yeah.
Right, Forest Pitch Snap, which was pretty likely.
Uh-huh.
So now we just cast Tutor for anything, right?
Yep.
Oh, I guess I have to show them one of these 2 cards. Ooh,
nice.
Wait, are they counterspelling my Tutor?
Nice.
Looks like they drew a Force of Negation, right?
No.
Oh,
okay.
no, this makes
That's
sense.
fine too. All right. Nice shark. 0/0 shark. Do.
Oh, was I supposed to IT for a crit to play around a counter? Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Fucking shoot them in the face. People really like countering Tutor. I had 2 cards in hand. You shouldn't, like...
That's probably true. That we should have...
We actually would have lost to that Force of Negation.
And then thinking ahead, then we would have Infernal Tutor for Cabal Ritual.
Because that does play around the counter?
This is not a counting stream. We'll establish that.
Look, you counted a bunch of things. I'm like, okay, we beat everything except 2 counters. Then they lost with 2 counters, which was funny, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but they gave us an extra Storm. I do not think I want this card in this matchup. It strikes me as very unreliable.
I don't know enough about this matchup to
Fluster
be able
seems
to say.
fine.
Also, I will be right back.
Oh.
I trust you can navigate the sideboarding without me.
Hell no!
Well, ask Cyrus if you have any questions.
Alright, fair. I'll ask Cyrus then. I want to cut 3 decay. One Dark Petition, 1 Cabal Rit, 2 Preordain. Wait, so you don't like Fluster? So it sounds like you don't like Fluster then, right? Okay. Dude, Sai, this deck actually feels pretty good. I mean, I guess it's debatable if I should play Pure or Adnaz. No, this is straight blue-white. Alright, Sai, real question. Do you keep? And wise answer, yes. Mole! Wow. Cyrus finally mulliganing. Yeah, we don't sideboard very much.
Okay.
Okay, this seems fine, though.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm going to bottom the Abrupt Decay. I'm pretty sure.
What are we bringing Abrupt Decay for?
I don't know.
Like
Sai said... I'm just giving you shit, Sai. I love you, buddy. But, I thought you were going to go hang out with the roommate. They're blue-white nonsense. They have a million lock pieces.
Deafening Silence. I know that's a card, but I couldn't tell you what it does. So.
Each player can only cast 1 non-creature spell per turn.
Oh, that seems really good against us. Does it cost 1?
It's a single white. It's like kind of egregious that it was printed.
Fuck, man. Why are we playing this deck?
Because no one has that card in Legacy. I'm going to top, obviously. Like,
okay.
Pure's a gas card, which we kind of need, but also just, like, drawing a million cantrips I don't think is necessarily that bad versus them.
Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be annoying if they stand still. But...
Well, they didn't, so that's great for us.
Fine.
They almost made a Leyline of Law in Corset 2020. What the fuck is wrong with
I want to... This is fine too, I guess.
Oh, this has to be pretty good, right?
It's a lot of mana.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Can we, if we put back Ponder and LED...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Next turn we could...
fetch Underground Sea, cast Thoughtseize, and then...
Fade for 1 turn.
Will we be able to peer from here? I think we can, right?
Wait, can we win from here is the question.
That's what I was asking.
I don't... Wait,
so,
1...
Alright, so Brainstorm will be the second card.
1, 3, 5, 6, 7. I can get Thresh so we can win this turn.
Let me make sure we can get Thresh. So Brainstorm will be the second card, Misty will be the third, Thoughtseize will be the fourth, Petal will be the fifth, Ritual will be the sixth and seventh. And then we'll have 5, and then the Cabal Rit will be 8 mana. So we put back Ponder and LED, I think.
Yeah.
And then fetch Underground Sea, cast Thoughtseize.
Yep. Did they mulligan this game? They did. We both mulled.
They don't have many cards, so they must have.
Am I supposed to play around days?
That's what we're doing by casting this Thoughtseize. They days our shit, we stay good.
That's fair. If they counterspell, should I just, like, try to fucking get them? Like, just go? Probably, right?
Yeah... I don't know. How many forces does deck play? Like, all 8? Man. I'd probably go for it. Fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Cast Dark Rit, yeah. They might force this, actually.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Nice.
So we don't have to expose too much. We gave up. We traded 2 of their cards for 2 of theirs, which is actually a fine exchange for us.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's real bad.
It's kind of annoying. Whatever. We'll
It is
draw out
fun.
of it.
Will we?
Nice card.
The problem is we didn't have an option to fetch basic swamp this game.
Correct.
There's no reason to play that out, I think.
No.
Well, actually, there are a few reasons, but
They do have standstill in their decks.
well, they also have
some reason.
they have Flusterstorm too, which can sometimes be a reason. All right. Guess I have to shuffle, right? Like,
Yep.
I can't afford to draw this.
All we care about is the black source. That's not what I meant, deck. I would play the LED.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So that's fine.
I have to cast this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm actually fine with just trading their hand. Like, to be fair.
I would still play the LED, but whatever.
Alright.
I would still play
Fine.
the LED.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Just for you, Shroud. Yeah, I don't think Storm's ever actually an issue with this deck, except in very fringe cases, right?
Mhm.
Like, basically every game we've had, we could have, like, overkilled them by 1,000, right?
1/1 shark. Do, 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 do.
Now they have a clock. That's 19 turns. What are we going to do, Shroud?
I can't believe you said the words "Shark Typhoon kills you" earlier. What on earth were you talking about?
Meantime, it comes up. Oh, Batter Skull plus Rest in Peace is when the Storm thing actually used to come up.
Found the black source for doing it.
Alright. I'm going to just Thoughtseize them, obviously, because I have another
Correct.
Thoughtseize.
I might, hold up. I might cast Dark Ritual here.
Dark Ritual. So get it down to 2, then 4, or 2, then 5, then 8. Then Pier with a black floating.
Is that too greedy?
Cyrus said that's a nice play, so it's probably correct.
Alright. It doesn't actually play around them having another wasteland, which is what I was initially concerned about, but got him.
Dark Ritual is just a Thoughtseize here. That's a good point. Are they going to Surgical my Dark Rituals? I would actually be okay with that.
I mean, it would make this pier a lot worse, so it would be kind of annoying, but...
When did Shroud get so good at Magic? Don't tell him these things! God damn it! He's gonna get a fucking big head. How is this to make fun of him? JW! If you're gonna say...
The trick is to just walk away from Magic. And then when you come back, you're guaranteed to be a lot better than you were when you left.
There's actually a whole bunch of truth in that, to be fair.
I'm being snarky, but it is actually real advice.
Yeah. Hasn't Trout always been good? That's debatable. So I'm casting thoughts
I'm
here.
just gonna abdicate participating in that conversation.
Should I Thoughtseize now?
This is fucking awkward. Do we know what our top card is?
Not anymore. I'd Ritual, I think.
I like Ritual in here.
Alright. Fucking Standstill's so bad for us right there.
Yeah.
The problem is waiting is not really that appealing.
Thanks for noticing, Lovestruck Beast. Woof.
At least it's not a counterbalance. That's what I think when my opponent has a standstill. Fair enough. Counterbalance would be worse for us here.
Does anybody play counterbalance anymore in this format?
Yeah, some people do. I wonder if I actually was supposed to cast Cabal Ritual there. The problem is now we can't actually cast this Pier from our hand. Right.
It's a little loose, but we'll be fine. I mean, we'll eventually get there. It's gonna take forever.
I mean, this is not the fastest clock.
Yeah, also, we don't give a shit about these sharks. So maybe they'll make a 3/3 shark now. And then we'll be under all the pressure. Mystic Sanctuary, look at you.
Woof. Buzz's girlfriend. Woof. I hope you appreciate that reference.
I was trying to remember, is it a Home Alone reference?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're gonna brainstorm into Spell Pierce and Spell Pierce?
Couldn't they just, like, okay.
Oh, they're cycling Shark Typhoon to Spell Pierce this, I guess. Alright, now can I say the clock is real?
Sure.
Will you agree with me?
I mean, it's a clock.
It's a clock. I need a Snoopy champ emote? I'll consider it. I think I still have a few unused emote slots. Wait until they Hall of Heliod me. Yeah.
Wonder if we got old Aaron Kasperzak in the chats. He would appreciate what our opponent's up to.
Our opponent's definitely taking their time. Shark Typhoon. Three.
That's a good one, I think.
Do I just cast it?
Yeah.
Or do I just cast Thoughtseize?
What?
Or do I just cast Thoughtseize? Three,
Would they
four.
counter Dark Ritual if they?
I can't Thoughtseize plus Peer is the problem.
Oh, then yeah, just cast Thoughtseize.
Yeah. Because it'd be 2,
We're gonna
4,
get
7.
Snap Force of Negation, and then I will be ready to admit that the clock is real.
What about Hardcast Force of Will?
Also fine.
Do you think they're running out of stuff?
Probably not. I'd say they got none rolled up. That Wasteland was the big game.
I think we would have like crushed them without the Wasteland, I think. But
Yep.
Wasteland's a good
Just-
card.
Draw a green source. That's not a green source.
Empty the Horns does not look that appealing to me either. Actually, does it?
It's fine
two,
in this
three,
matchup,
four.
but we can't cast it, so.
No, I could if this resolves.
Wait, how?
I have a red source.
Oh, we do. Shit. Okay, cool. Well, no, it doesn't look like a good play here, though.
Sai said he's fine making 8 goblins because it wins the race, I think, is the reality.
Does it, though?
Maybe. He's reconsidering.
I don't think it does. I don't know about all that shit. But I think we gotta try something, so let's just play this Dark Ritual. And then... If we just Cabal Ritual here, can we cast our Peer? We do have enough mana for that, right?
Yeah, but the problem is that will definitely get countered, right?
If they have a counter, but they may not.
I should have held the lead, yeah. That was not great. That's okay.
So the question is 8 goblins or Peer, and 8 goblins does not in no world get the job done. I don't think.
Alright, fine. We're doing it for the memes. I think there's like almost no chance this resolves.
I kind of agree, but deal.
Um,
And the thing is, empty was also bad there because like 6 goblins damn sure doesn't get the job done. So
would it be 6?
2 rituals, LED, and then the empty would be 8 goblins. If they counter 1, it's 6. Yeah.
I actually think 6 might have gotten there.
What? No. They attack you once here, and then they attack with the 3/3 twice, and then they trade off with their 1/1 with one of your goblins, and then you lose the race. They can't crack their fetch, but it'll be fine. We would have lost for sure with empty.
So what can I draw to win? Probably Pass in Flames? Yeah, Pass in Flames is been... Oh. Looks
We're
like I'm dead
to
to
the
a
sharks.
shark.
The sharks that we mocked relentlessly.
Should have followed the poll? I followed 50% of the poll, didn't I, Miniature Catfish? See, Shark Typhoon's unbeatable. Shout.
You're right. Shark's great.
Alright, Sai, I'm sorry that I disappointed you by playing a list that you're not happy with.
Oh, Wishclaw. I forgot about that card.
Yeah, it's you either play Dark Petition or Wishclaw Talisman, essentially, I think, in this list. Dude, they didn't show us any lock pieces for this. Do I actually need this card?
How many do you have in right now?
3.
You don't need all 3. You decay sharks.
Can
you
I just
decay standstill, man? That's
shut
good,
up?
right?
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. God, everyone's fucking memeing with that. This is your fault, Trout.
They were. There's no way. Like, he was already typing that before I said it. Let's
Fine,
be clear on
fine.
that. Yeah, everybody was ready with that shit.
If you're all gonna meme about decaying standstill, you should sub to this channel instead to support me and Trout.
I thought you were gonna tell everybody to get out. Be like, if you're gonna meme about this, then come hang out, please.
No, my loyal viewers are loyal. Alright, this hand sucks. Oh, what the fuck?
Sucks.
It doesn't actually suck, you know that. Oh my god.
What's the chair? I'm getting it.
My
Sucks fine. So I would put back one of the veils.
I put back a Veil and a Tutor, I think. This is a 5-card hand.
Are we keeping the Abrupt Decay? I would put back the Abrupt Decay.
Alright.
I might put back Abrupt Decay and Tutor and keep both veils. Because the veils cycle. We probably need that.
Dude, this fucking sucks. Actually, we have a lot of time to draw out of this because they don't kill that quickly, right?
Yeah. They'll probably just play standstill, and then we'll just sit here forever, and it'll be fine.
Am I allowed to cycle a Veil? Do I want to cycle a Veil? I think I want to cycle a Veil.
I would cycle a veil.
Time for Nick Fit Storm? That sounds sick. Let's play Coiling the Weak and Veteran Explorer. That's a lot of mana. For Primeval Titan ad nauseum? What the fuck, Sai?
That does sound pretty great. You ever flipped ad nauseum to ad nauseum?
Maybe they'll...
Actually, this deck used to play 2 copies of ad nauseum, didn't it? Like a long time ago.
Not... I mean... I guess technically.
3 ad nauseum to ad nauseum. Yeah, I've actually also done that.
I'm not going to cast anything here.
Yep, now we sit here forever.
Yeah, now I get to use Standstill to fix my draw steps. Is that fair?
Yep. I guess like the modern like ad nauseum combo deck is a situation where flipping 3 ad nauseum to ad nauseum is totally normal. I've done it in standard. So
You played ad nauseum in standard?
yeah, I played it was a mono red deck with like a black splash for ad nauseum.
That sounds horrible.
It was great. Mono red was good against everything but Jund, and then Jund could never beat ad nauseum.
This sounds like classic Shroud reasoning to play a really bad deck.
I can't refute that because it was my reasoning.
You know what? This sounds worse than the Bobby Graves Grixis deck.
This was the same format as the Bobby Graves.
I know. That's why I'm giving you shit.
One shark. Doop, 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 doop.
Standing still.
They didn't attack.
Wow.
All right, should I decay the standstill, or sorry, should I decay the shark?
No, we have cards in hand. Or we have room to
No,
draw
no,
more cards.
but they have 7 cards.
I would just sit here for as long as they want to sit here, while they're discarding cards, and we can continue to take draw steps. I mean, this is very like standstill 101 of me, but I don't think we need to get beyond any higher levels than that. Yeah,
It wasn't a meme. I was just thinking.
I was like, really?
Oh,
Okay.
my opponent says, "Whoops." That's the actual answer to why they didn't attack.
I think you have a Shark Typhoon. Yeah, that's probably.
Ooh, Death Pulse would be good versus Shark Typhoon tokens.
What does Death Pulse do?
When you cycle it, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. It's in the Onslaught cycle of Complicate in Renewed Faith. Decay Standstill. Mike, if I accidentally decayed Standstill, would you feel bad? Monastery Mentor, huh? Okay. Well, Shroud, I think I'm going to crack at their end step now. Is that fair?
Yeah, right. Now that you have 7 cards, I would do it. You thought I was, because I didn't recognize Death Pulse? No, I assumed that Death Pulse was a new card. I know there's a lot of new cards I don't know. But I do remember Death Pulse now that you mentioned it.
You are old as fuck. We know you used to play some OTJ standard.
OTG?
OTJ.
Oh, yeah.
Odyssey book. Alright, so I'm
I'm
going to decay one of these sharks. Actually, I should cast Brainstorm first, right?
Yeah, because we're going to want to fetch anyway.
Yeah. So what they should do with all of their cards is probably counterspell this Brainstorm.
Yeah, actually, maybe we were supposed to just fetch. And just Abrupt Decay. So like, that way they don't get to use one of their counters, and then they just discard.
Well, now I'm just going to decay a shark and let them discard. Do I put back Tutor and Ponder, probably?
What if you just don't decay a shark? Oh, there's...
What do you mean?
What if you just put... Like, you just put back a decay, right?
Someone wish. Okay, fine. I won't decay a shark.
Yeah, I don't think we care about the decay, so I would just.
I could put back Tutor and Peer, or Decay and Peer.
I want to keep it. I want to keep the second Tutor because I kind of want to tutor for a second Veil. Is that degenerate? I would put back Peer and Decay. I think.
All right, I think I'm for that. This isn't standard. People don't just make 88 sharks on turn 6. That's true. The sharks are much smaller in that deck than they are in standard.
It was the 3/3 shark that killed us. Let's be clear on that. The 1/1 shark didn't do shit.
Look, the 1/1 shark was just leading the way for the army. On turn 15. I love this chat right now. I love Sai, and I love everyone here. Alright. Do I just cast Brainstorm?
Let's lead with a Ponder. It'll probably get countered. It may not get countered. It won't get countered. I'm done. But,
Thoughtseize is a real card.
That's nice. Yeah, we want the Thoughtseize.
Do I want the other two? Not really, right? Well, the problem is I can access the other two if depending on what happens, right?
Yeah.
Right. So hear me out. What if they counterspell Thoughtseize? Do I just Veil?
What I wanted to do is now I would just pay for it.
Just by cracking the fetch and paying?
Yeah. But what I wanted to do if they was just let them counter Thoughtseize and then tutor for Veil.
But this is fine too.
This is fine. Yeah, this is better if we can do this. So, of course, this probably means they have another standstill, but that's fine. Interesting.
What if I just take the standstill and lead with Veil next turn?
Then what does that accomplish? Like they just force the Veil, and then they still have Spell Snare behind for your Infernal Tutor. I mean, that's not terrible.
Justin clicked on the shock command.
It's still there.
I could take the click as well.
I don't hate taking the standstill is the thing. That's not unreasonable.
Alright. I'm gonna try that. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's so complicated.
Yeah.
Thoughtseize is really hard. I have no idea what's going to happen. I can't tutor for Veil this turn. Cabal Therapy is an easier card. Whoa, they're brainstorming here?
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, because they know if they don't have a land, they're just going to commit a 3-drop,
Right, they would really like to play a 3-drop and have Spell Snare behind.
So, if they click me draw step, do I just Veil the click?
Yes.
Yeah, I
100%.
think so, because then they have to, like... Yeah, I will Veil the click if they do that. And I feel like they are going to do that.
I expect they may play Teferi instead. That doesn't really do anything, does it?
That
Actually,
seems...
how does Teferi interact with Lion's Eye Diamond and Infernal Tutor?
It doesn't do shit.
Doesn't do shit. Okay, all right. Deal.
So I'm going to let them target me, obviously. Is Andrew Shroud I used to be a pro? It depends on who you ask. That's a serious answer.
Yeah. By some loose definitions of pro, yes. I did not. You're thinking of Chris Fennell, although I gave him that deck.
What if I brainstorm in response to this? Alright, so what's their hand now? They force pitch to Fairy.
We know they have
Spell Snare?
and an Unknown.
I think I'm supposed to brainstorm in response. This is draw step, so I'll be able to shuffle as well, but I also don't think I have a lot of time now.
Yeah. Wait, how will you be able to shuffle? I'm confused.
I have a ponder in my hand.
Okay.
What does this do? I could also decay the click, which actually buys some amount of time for what it's worth.
This doesn't do a lot because what we really needed was to find a way to like push through that.
I know. I mean, I think I'm gonna put Petal Swamp back and just decay the click.
Are we pondering this turn or anything?
Well, we have to. I mean, we'll see what they do, but they might just take the ponder, right?
Oh, the click's gonna resolve. I forgot about that part.
Well,
The click ability's gonna resolve. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't forget about it because we're in our draw step.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is.
This was about as good as I could hope for. Like, I mean, it's. Well, no, sorry. That was not really anywhere near as close as about as good as what I could have hoped for. But this is what happened, right?
Yeah. Notably, we've gone and used all of our interaction without Infernal Tutoring for a second copy of any of it, which is annoying to me. But I'm not sure what window we had to do that differently. There had to have been one. Like I wanted to tutor for either a second Veil or a second Thoughtseize while we had them in our hand.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Well, the problem is, no. First off, I'm not dead. Second off, apparently JW knows you from SCG Matt versus Matt Costa, where you floated out and died to an endless sea of. Oh, I remember that match. I also remember that match.
Yeah, that match was like very, very disheartening. Like I basically quit Magic over that match.
That's an exaggeration, but I was like, after that match, I was just like, damn, is this fun? Is this game fun? I'm over it.
I have to shuffle these, right? They don't do shit.
Yes.
Great. Abrupt Decay. Shop says, hello, Jarvis and... No, they still have Spell Snare for Endo, which is the problem. I guess I really did, like, fuck it up at some point.
Yeah, if we had gotten to use one of these tutors for something, we would have been in much better
Oh
shape.
my god, fucking Mystic Sanctuary.
Woof.
Wait, they're playing Force on top?
But yeah, for that Matt Costa match, I was very, very conscious of, like, playing quickly for Matt's benefit. And if I had just been playing at, like, a regular pace instead of, like, a sporting pace, I would have gotten a win instead of a draw. So it put me in a weird headspace where I was like, I don't know. I felt like I wasn't trying hard enough because I played too fast.
So their hands force Spell Snare X. Alright, guess I'm decaying Teferi.
Still decay that shark. I know you want to.
Actually, what happens if I just decay both of the sharks? That's not good, right?
Do we care about Teferi? What does Teferi do in this deck? Anything? It prevents us from like responding to one of their counters with the veil, so we have to lead with the veil.
Yeah, no, but I would do that.
Does it do anything?
Yeah, well, I should do this because it halves the clock.
Yeah. Decay the sharks.
And the thing is, I do have to do it main phase, obviously, because Teferi has so much text on it for God knows what reason. Actually, God knows what reason. It's because Magic R&D put so many words on that card.
Oh, we're gonna decay both sharks.
Why?
Nah, so there's no clock.
What if they make a bigger shark next turn?
Then they attack us with it once, and then it doesn't really matter. Oh man, Standard's gonna beat the Ferryless soon. That is kind of hype.
Then Trout might go back to Arena for casual games.
I might check it out. I might see what the deal is. What about the growth spiral? Is it gonna be gone too?
Unfortunately,
I think that is quietly the card that has been ruining Standard.
Wait, yes, it will be gone, right?
Yeah.
Just cast a tutor.
That's reasonable. That's actually pretty sick.
They're going to snare it.
Do we have the? Oh, we don't have it. They're all. That's what I said.
Wow! Why is he so smart? Wow, that's so good.
Can we win now, or do we wait?
They have a force in hand we know about, right?
Do they? Okay.
So, am I supposed to decay Teferi?
I don't know. I don't think we care about the fairy, but I might decay the shark.
I'll kill the shark.
Yeah, your shark. Sick of your shit.
Cyrus just had the mind read that our opponents are just going to spell snare this Infernal Tutor that doesn't matter.
Yep.
Alright, they have Hardcast Force and Spell Snare. Oh no, they don't have Spell Snare anymore. They have Hardcast Force though. Okay.
It's like we drew it up. You don't have shit.
Why did Sai just like fucking call that our opponents are going to Spell Snare this tutor that did shit?
That was pretty brilliant. No, to be fair.
Oh my god, did we just fucking kill them?
We don't care about any of those.
Oh, we care about that one.
Oh yeah, no, take Force of Will. We don't care about the other two, right?
I'm just doing shit now, and we'll figure out later if it's... I think they're very dead, actually.
Yeah, they're super dead.
Because we have Pass and Flames, right?
Yeah. Just make sure you kill them in the next 4 minutes.
Dude, that's plenty of time for a Storm deck.
I mean, not if we debate at length.
No, but there's nothing to debate anymore. I just cast all my shit.
Yeah.
Oh, from the control deck side, revealing Duress and getting another Duress is a disaster, so I would always snare the two. Actually, that does make sense.
Right, yeah, it's not... They're not, like, big idiots for countering it. And it was a good call from Cyrus, but also, like, we were at the point where we just needed to do shit anyway, so...
Actually, am I short on mana with this play?
Ritual. We have.
No, I have
Ritual
plenty
will
of tutors,
mana.
right? I have plenty of tutors to go get LEDs, so no. Right? Because every tutor is actually just like a desperate ritual.
We have enough. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tutor for LEDs. I just realized that.
Right. Even with that, we're good.
Should I cast a blue spell into their Pyroblast?
Nah, probably not. Oh, I guess we do actually need to do the thing you described. Really?
Yeah. But that's fine. Oh, I don't anymore. Oh, wait, no, I do. I do. They shouldn't have spell pierced, I think. That gave me a storm. But that also doesn't really matter.
Change anything, yeah.
Ooh, I could also get Cabal Rit. But it doesn't
Either
matter.
one works.
Yeah. They're the same card.
Yeah.
Alright. Tutor for Tendrils, kill you. That was kind of sick. We, like, fucking waded through 9,000 counter spells.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, the second tutor was just, like, blank cardboard, so we may as well cast it and see what happens, but it was still timely. It was the exact right moment to do it, and Cyrus is a genius.
Alright, 3-1. Basically, half Shroud, half Cyrus, 0% Jarvis.
That checks out.
3-1, that means we've... Oh, wait, I have to open 2 chests. That's what I have.
I'll be honest, I just assumed that Teferi was, like, terrible news for Storm.
It didn't actually do shit.
I'm just used to Teferi being terrible news for everybody, so...
Rain of Tears.
The card was playable in Pauper for a little while.
Yeah, I prefer the Masks art myself. I believe it was in Masks. No, it wasn't.
It was in Prophecy.
Oh, it was? Okay, yeah. Champion of Dusk. I think this might be worth something because of Pioneer.
Actually, it might have been. I don't know. It was in Mass Block. I thought it was Prophecy. Now I gotta...
Nope, never mind. Champion of Dusk, still only 2 cents. Better Rain than Filth. Jeez.
It was in Mercadian Masks.
Wait, what the fuck is this? This must be like an M21 full art thing.
I hope that's worth a lot of tickets, but it's probably...
Zach, I have a policy. If you sub to this channel, I open a chest for you. That's why. Also, if you donate, and also if you redeem chest points, if you redeem 10,000 chest points, I will open a chest. I did accidentally open like 200 plus chests once.
Accidentally, he says.
No, if you watch that clip, it is accidental.
Jarvis, look, we all know you just wanted to feel something, man.
I didn't feel shit.
God damn, that's depressing.
Oh, I felt surprised. That's true.
Yeah, there you go.
Why the fuck are there bee emotes? God damn it. I actually do know why. I blame Chris Stagno.
What's the problem with bees?
It's not that I have a problem with bees. I have problems with someone claiming that there were bees in my car tires.
What's the story here?
There's not much of a story. I was just driving, and I was driving to a Legacy tournament. My friend was staying at my house. He came down from Pittsburgh to play 2 Legacy events, named Chris Stagno. And then he asked me, "Are there bees in your tires?" I'm like, "What the fuck? Why would there be bees in your tires? Why would there be bees in my tires?" And he's like, "Well, have you ever checked?" And I had to shamefully admit that I've never checked to see if there were bees in my tires or not.
Shamefully? Well, that was your problem. You were shameful when you admitted. You should admit proudly that you've never checked for bees in your tires.
Fair.
I've never checked for bees in my tires. I'm proud as fuck for that.
Fair enough. Again, you're outplaying me. And if anyone enjoyed that story, you should follow this channel, follow Shrout on Twitter, although I doubt he cares that much, or hit that sub button. But maybe he cares.
I literally haven't tweeted since March. So, no, it was May, but still.
Yeah, and you didn't want to tweet again because you didn't want to break your streak.
Yeah, exactly.
But I did tag you in the tweet.
That counts. People have tagged me and shit. So that's kind of like me.
Oh, my $150 dream chair.
You have a dream chair? What's up? You have a new chair?
Oh, hold on. I have to mulligan this hand, right?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, this hand's a lot better.
Yeah, this hand's great. And I believe we are putting back
Brainstorm, right? Like,
yes.
it's kind of weird. Like, this hand's actually perfect.
Yeah, this hand we have everything we need already.
Yeah.
Really, so we don't need to
So Swamp, Thoughtseize. Wait, hold on. 3, 6, down to 4. Oh, this is where Ad Nauseam would be better in the deck than Pure again.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck you, Sai. I just pointed that out. God, I knew he would point that out too.
A little bit, but okay. It's whatever.
Alright, I just Thoughtseize them though, right?
Yeah, just Thoughtseize them. Yeah. We'll draw another ritual. It'll be perfect.
I don't know. This has been a fun stream so far. Playing this deck. Oh.
Oh, what are you?
This is the Urza Stompy deck.
Oh, where's your bobble? I thought that was like a ruby sapphire. I was kind of excited for a second.
All right, hear me out. What if I just take Metallic Rebuke?
Then they can't interact with us, so that sounds brilliant.
Yeah, Sai says this matchup is so bad, and it actually is, because this is a fucking Chalice deck too.
Yeah, this looks rough.
You can play both actually. I've actually considered it. Because if you peer with Adnos still in your deck, it's fine. It's only if you have to Adnos with peer left in your deck, it can be brutal sometimes.
I'm yet to see a scenario where peer did something that Adnos wouldn't have, so.
That's fair.
Cool.
So that was their draw?
Yep.
So they probably think...
Killed him.
Revealed Infernal Tutor. Alright. God damn, what does it feel like?
Thank you for following my instructions.
Go down to 3, 4, 7. Can I piff?
So Infernal would be 4, Piff would be 5, Rituals would be 6 and 7, Thoughtseize would be 8. Infernal again would be 9, and Tendrils would be 10. If we have enough mana for all that.
Do I have it? It looks like we have enough.
I believe we do.
6, 9, 7. Go down to 3.
Yeah, we have enough because we can Infernal for another LED.
Oh, I didn't even have to fetch yet, but whatever. It doesn't really matter, right? Alright, no blue card, please. Alright, my guess is they don't have a blue card.
Yep.
I guess I leave red. It doesn't matter, actually.
It doesn't matter.
I should leave black floating, though, obviously.
Right. You have a red land anyway, so.
Alright.
We did it.
Ritual. Do I have to cast the Thoughtseize?
Yeah, you do.
So I should cast Thoughtseize first, right?
Yeah.
What's up, the Lotus branch? They only drew a land off of there. I'm gonna VPI the Warriors branch as well. Welcome to the stream, buddy. My last mana is right there. Lands are like rituals. That was sick. We I took the Rebuke because Rebuke would already be annoying enough by itself. So
yeah,
that's like sort of a...
Well, Rebuke is a force that they don't have to pitch a card for. So Rebuke is just the better card.
Oh, this is the fucking Chalice of the Void deck, so we fucking need these.
So we want the Echoings and maybe the...
I don't think you want Echoing Truth versus Chalice, to be fair. Because
Well,
they're also
I don't know what
forcing...
else their deck does, so... I assume there's other annoying shit.
Oh, they have
Maybe I don't.
Karn. They fucking have Karn the Great Creator. Alright. I forgot. Do I empty them?
Probably, to avoid horseshit. Although I'm sure Karn can find something that... But then we saw engineered explosives in the main, and they probably have a lot of answers for him.
Oh, alright. I'm not going to
I
do
honestly
that.
have no idea what this deck is or does, so... you should probably ask
It's
someone
like
playing
Urza
it.
Chalice Stompy.
These decays of tasted shark blood. The flying shark blood.
Alright, I'm going to listen to Cyrus again. So Cyrus likes empty in the matchup, and he likes going fast.
We're keeping 2 Veils against them? Sure, yeah, they have blue cards. I forgot what we were playing against.
I didn't forget. I just didn't know how effective it was. 3 Decay, 2 Truth, 1 Chain. Alright, only 1 Chain then. And they don't have Wasteland generally, so we don't need the Forest.
Could maybe cut another land too. If they really needed to.
Goblins go brr. That's exactly what we're going with here.
That is true.
Remember when you told me to draw a ritual and I drew a ritual and killed them? That was sick.
I do remember that. It was 90 seconds ago. Hand's great. We're great.
Yeah. Probably going to get chaliced on one and regret everything, but I don't think you're allowed to mulligan this hand.
I might have not even boarded in the chain, actually, because of that. Like, obviously, you board in all the other answers.
No, but the problem is Karn as well. Like, that deck typically plays Karn the Great Creator, so it's just, like, utter bullshit. But that's actually a great draw.
Yep.
Yeah, goblins are actually really bad versus every lockpiece deck, but sometimes you just 10 goblins and you want that option in your deck. That's exactly how I feel.
Empty the Warrens is never, like... It's not a card for people who have the fear. You just have to be willing to throw some goblins on the board and see if they're good enough.
Remember that game where we didn't because you said it wasn't going to be good enough? I'm still skeptical of that.
It wasn't going to be good enough. I'm pretty sure of that.
The fuck? They play Thorn? Oh my god.
Do we want to brainstorm in response? The answer might be no, mind you. So...
I think I want to brainstorm, actually.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. This Past in Flames is looking pretty awful right here. Oh, Jesus. Do I need both of these decays? I might, actually.
Yeah, you might.
I'm going to redraw one.
The Past in Flames is fine. I don't want to... I would not get rid of the Past.
I'm going to put Swamp Decay on top.
That sounds right to me.
And then fetch away the Swamp. The way our hand looks like... Yeah, that's why Ant's bad versus Hawk pieces. That makes sense. I can also put the... Oh, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to redraw that card anyways, right? So I'm only really putting away Swamp, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. And I think the Veil might turn out to be pretty good. So.
Might be. Kind of just hoping they don't have other shit. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
It makes me glad that I kept all these decays, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Actually, like, you really couldn't pay me to get rid of decay in this matchup because of this horseshit.
Yeah, I wasn't really... I mean, you would take a ton of decays, right? Because I don't know what this deck does other than play shit
This is what they do. And they play Urza, so that's all you need to know.
Urza, that's a card.
It is a card. It's actually good with all of these bullshit cards.
Yeah.
I think I should actually decay now to turn off the Mox Opal. Right?
We're doing the upkeep, right?
Oh, sure. Well, isn't that the same thing?
No, because it keeps them off of 4 mana for their main phase 4 mana things.
Oh, right. It's not actually the same thing.
Yeah.
Doing it during the upbeat because of Veil also makes sense. I think I have to kill the Thorn, probably.
Yes, you do. That's the #1 priority here.
Shit, that sucks. The reason to main phase it is actually to play around Veil, so I don't know. Maybe that was wrong.
Well, they could have cast Veil anyway, couldn't they?
No, they only had one land untapped, right?
They had Mox Opal. They had Opal and a land.
Yeah, they... Did they?
Yes.
They
Yeah,
did.
They tapped Island
Yeah.
and played Chalice for 0. And then they had Mox Opal
Okay,
and...
so serious question. Do I tutor for LED? Probably not.
What does that do?
Nothing, right?
Yeah, I don't... I mean, you're going to have to walk me through it.
So should I just decay the Thorn now? Because now they can't Veil?
Well... We may care about Chalice, too, though.
I can chain a Vapor the
no,
Chalice.
we have Chain for Chalice, yeah. So yeah, that's what we do.
And but due to Sai telling me to pass, they did have to spend both mana, so they can't Veil that decay at least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was kind of bad for us, but it wasn't a complete disaster. Like,
I mean, it was bad news, but like we were gonna have to get through that Veil anyway. So yeah, that's a card.
can I do anything? Veil,
No.
Cabal, Rit, Tutor, LED, Goblins? I could Goblins.
Well, okay. So what you chain Chalice, play LED. You're still.
What if I just say go and chain the Chalice EOT?
I mean, that's what I want to do. I'm not sure what what we can jam. I don't think we can make goblins here, unless I'm missing something.
Well, we could make Goblins if we had no fear.
What am I missing? How we can't do shit here? What? We don't have threshold. We're nowhere near having threshold.
Wait.
We can,
we can just
tutor
piff.
for LED or the like a goblin thing.
Wait, we're letting Sai count.
Okay.
Wait, Veil handles the Chalice. What the fuck? Why does it do that?
Oh, good point. That was kind of sick.
All right. This is so stupid. Why does it fucking do that? So if they don't force this, I think we actually kill them. Oh, so they forced it. Do I just Veil again?
Wait, is Veiling again actually good? Because we can't cast Tutor now. Like we're not gonna have a second mana to cast Ritual or Tutor.
But we draw
I'm
two
just
cards.
drawing cards. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
reasonable.
this
Yeah,
is
Veil-
this is fucking great. Okay, well we drew a land, so I think they actually die now, which is kind of insane. Does that do anything? That's bad if they have Surgical in their hand, but I think their Chalice of the Void deck doesn't play Surgical, right? Famous last words. So what do I do? Rit.
It's really annoying to have 6 cards in your graveyard when you cast Rit, but yeah, I think you're supposed to Rit here.
Rit Tutor for what?
Dark Ritual, probably.
Crit. No!
Chalice
Okay.
on 0, so it doesn't-
Yeah, no. What we're supposed to do is crit in response, crack the LED for red. No, wait.
that doesn't do
Crit.
anything.
Cast lead.
If we just like crit here, and then and then cast Tutor, crack LED, we can get Dark Ritual, and then we can cast Dark Ritual, flashback Passing Flames, and then play Dark Ritual, crit, Tendrils, and that's legal. Assuming the storm is that's enough storm, I believe it is. Crit's 5,
Crit 5, Infernal 6, LED 7.
Okay, I don't understand something, but I'm gonna just. Okay, tell me what I'm supposed to do.
You cast Infernal Tutor, hold priority, crack LED for red.
And just get
Dark Ritual.
or Cabal Ritual. Actually, I think that's what.
Sure, yeah.
I think that's what Cyrus was talking about. And then now we just flashback past in flames. They very easily lose, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. We had the tendrils in their yard anyways. It was kind of sick that we beat them through all of that. Like 4-1, baby. Oh, that's fair. I mean, it's fair that it was stressing out.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to cut this for ad nauseum and play a few more games, or not?
We can. I don't know. It's up to you.
All right. I will go get a ad nauseum from card holder. Now is a good time for anyone to take a break, if they want to take a break, including one Shoutout.
Yeah, good point. On that note, we'll be back.
I'm sorry, Sai, I just don't have the combo bones. I just don't have the combo bones, Sai. Thank you, Sai. Thanks for being here, Sai Dog. All right. Ooh, thank you for 10 pennies from Mike Noble. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'm going to run a quick ad. We'll be back for the second league in a sec. Welcome back. Why is it emote only mode? How do I turn that off? I don't actually know how. Open a treasure chest? He who was in the water? Okay, I suppose I will. One chest coming right up. Inspiring Vantage, 5 of the Jumpstart Islands, and 10 play points. I hope Inspiring Vantage is worth something. Ooh, it is. Davosaur making me open a chest. All right, here we go. Swiftblade Vindicator, not worth so much, and 15 play points. Alright, I guess I have to update this list and the stream title to indicate that there's no longer a Peer into the Abyss in my deck, right? Which is kind of sad, but is what it is, right? I'll just rename the deck real quick. Damn, I was so happy because I could name the deck PETA. Get it? Peer into the Abyss Tendrils. FPOC, its higher mana cost, which is honestly really bad for us. Maybe I just sideboard the Peer.
The thing that interested me most about Peer, when you first described it to me, was that it was a sorcery, so you could Burning Wish for it. But
yeah, I mean,
like
to be fair,
generations of Storm ago.
A lot of the decks that play Burning Wish that are Storm based do play Peer in the sideboard, and it's actually pretty fucking good, for obvious reasons. Are you still here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm eating, so I'm like muting myself while I'm chewing stuff.
Sure. Someone in chat asked how much is Allosaurus Shepherd. Well, so it's a mythic from Jumpstart, but you can only get in chests. It's a really broken Elves card. But just let me tell the story real quick. However, the collation that WotC decided for those JMP mythics, you can only open a Shepherd basically 1 out of every 5,000 chests. So it's actually like $100 on Magic Online right now.
You better get cracking. How many chests do you have?
They are fixing it when Double Masters comes out, but that's in like 3 weeks.
26 chests. That's like 1/400th of an Allosaurus chest.
That's not how that shit works, so get out. Alright. Let's play at least alright, let's just play another week. Unless if you get tired. But you've been staying up late. I know you.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Guess we keep, huh?
I like it.
I'm not sure I actually like it, but I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna fetch Basic Island and Preordain.
I mean, the only decks where this wouldn't be good are decks where, like, Veil is not a good card.
That's not true. If our opponent has Chalice of the Void, but is also a deck where Veil would be good, it would also not be a good hand.
How many decks are there that are like that other than that one random one that we just played against?
4C Loam, I think, kind of. Oh, that has...
Those are good ones.
Well, actually, do we want the Bastion Flames? No, right?
Yeah, I think we do, actually. Because we're going to need the tutor for a ritual if we don't have one.
I'm skeptical of keeping the Piff, but that's okay. Oh. This is probably a matchup where we just want to go fast, but we can't.
Yeah, we're...
Very slow.
Next turn, I think we can maybe do something.
What's your plan?
Like, play LED, tutor for ritual,
Use that to cast Past in Flames. Replay Ritual. That sucks. Now I don't know what the fuck we do.
We're dead. Oh, we're dead in game 1 to that.
Alright, good game.
I'm gonna make them kill me. Like, I want to, like, bluff being something else, essentially.
Is bluff being something else the reason you have Snow-Covered Island in your deck?
Exactly, yeah. Like, if I was a snow control deck, like, fetching that Arbor is actually pretty bad because I could just Dead of Winter all of their creatures. Okay. It seems like I have to side in a lot of fucking removal spells for all this bullshit.
Yeah, we're ready for our shit.
Well, good news, everyone. We can side out all these Veils.
Whatever happened to Massacre? How come we don't play that anymore? It'd be really good. Nah, yeah, alright, fine.
See, I was gonna let you hang yourself before I said anything.
I mean, it wouldn't be good here because of Gaddock, but it would actually be good in a lot of situations.
Now, the real question is, do you think they know we're Storm?
Would casting Thoughtseize give anything away? Like with these snow decks?
I think so. No. Generally, snow decks don't, but obviously they could. I'm also just trying to see more of their deck.
Sure.
They're probably going to ghost me. They don't know that I stream. Not that many people know I stream. And plus, if they want to ghost me over a fucking league match, let them do it.
Yeah, they're welcome to watch. Like, I get kind of bristly about people accusing, like, the opponents of streamers of ghosting.
Well,
that's not... If they want to,
yes.
Then they're welcome to.
That's not the part you get bristly about, I think.
What?
I think you get bristly about the part where people act like it's, like, illegal or whatever for them to do that, right?
I don't want anybody to be thinking poorly of handling Joe Hansen or whatever the fuck this guy's name is.
Hunden Jorner
on account of us streaming here.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But yeah, Massacre does not look good versus them currently.
Like we're imposing on our opponent by streaming. So
that is definitely true.
Yeah, Preordain kind of gives it away if we cast Preordain, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
I would Thoughtseize to learn what's in their hand and then back it up.
Actually, there's a very good chance that they're not ghosting us because there was probably one of those plows in their opening hand. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but I guess if you had an opening hand with Birds of Paradise and Teague versus Storm and you knew you were against Storm, that would probably be enough to keep anyways, so, you know?
Yep. I mean, that's that hand is good, just in the dark, so.
I'm not sure I would go that far, but it is something.
What, like Bird, Gaddock, Teague, Sword Splashers? That covers a lot of your bases. I don't know.
Man, maybe that's why I don't like Maverick. Because his hands look awful to me.
Like, I don't know what more you want your deck, you want your opening hand to have.
I don't think empty is actually good enough.
That against Oko, yeah, it is that. That's true.
I don't like empty versus that deck. I don't think it's going to be good enough a lot of the time. Yeah, Maverick in general is just bad versus Oko.
So, like, again, I haven't thought about Maverick since, like, 2013 or whatever. But, like, Maverick probably should be playing Oko at this point, right? Is there, like, a Bant Maverick with Oko? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Sam Black played one. It had, like, a few loams or whatever.
That sounds very Sam Black, and also sounds fucking great.
Is this a keep? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like
I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems pretty awful.
I mean, it'd be a good hand with any kind of
Alright,
action.
well,
but
this is a keep. The question is, what do I put on the bottom?
The crit, probably.
No. One of the dark crits.
Yeah, Loam is probably better if you're trying to do that. I agree, Ozzy. No, isn't the dark red better until I have Threshold?
I mean, yeah, but you like the other 5 cards in your hand are going to go to your graveyard, so you'll probably have Threshold by the time you use it.
All right, I'm not convinced, but do you want a Thoughtseize or Preordain? Probably Preordain, right?
I would Preordain, yes.
Yeah.
Because
We
the things
know-
we care about not seizing are
All 2-drops, right?
Yeah.
Wait until we get Deafening Silenced right here. I'm still getting a basic.
the card. Yeah.
I just want to ship both. Even like if they Deafening Silence us, it sucks, but I'm still gonna bomb both.
All right.
No.
I'm not really sure about that. I might have kept the chain, but
I think our issue is just finding action.
so the problem is there's a good chance we Thoughtseize and they have multiple things that shut us down, or they just do that. That's the thing too.
Just watch Shoutout BBD with a very unflinching Banisher Priest.
Damn, running through my greatest hits. That did happen too.
Oh, that was a good draw. I'm just gonna fetch Swamp and Thoughtseize them now.
Yep.
I kind of hate that they took my Ritual instead of my Thoughtseize. It probably means... Oh. I'm taking Green Sun Zenith. I don't think the other cards actually fucking matter.
We don't care about the other cards.
This Plague Engineer is a good example of why I don't love MT. Oh, see, opponent says, wasn't sure what you were playing, kept some strange cards, huh? So it like kind of worked out for us that... Come on!
Still, I wish we had that chain over there now, but...
No, I think it was correct to bottom both, still.
Yeah. We have a lot of answers to it now in our deck, like that one. So we just say go, right?
Yeah, I think playing the land is not very good.
Yep.
That was kind of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, obviously, I wish they would just brick right there instead, like... Oh, it's going to be real awkward if they actually choose to play Mother of Runes this turn. Because I have exactly a 1-turn window to kill that. Right?
I mean, that's what they should do. They may mess up and not do that, but yeah, alright.
Fuck. Let me preface this.
And they have Caracas.
Let me preface this with me being sarcastic. My opponent's clearly ghosting me.
Alright. I will allow it because of your...
Very clear indication of sarcasm.
Yep.
So, hear me out. What if I tutor for Decay and Decay the Mother of Runes? It sort of feels like I actually have to do that, right?
You do have to do that. That's a good line. Cast Infernal for Adnons last turn?
No, for Abrupt Decay.
We didn't have the Lotus Petal, so we couldn't have gotten Abrupt Decay out of our hand.
Yeah, this is just like a force play. If you don't do this, then you're just going to be locked under this teak forever.
Right.
Then I'd have to like find like actual infinity removal spells to do anything, right? Whereas this means I have a few turns to draw out. If I draw green swords, then I draw like a bunch of action spells, then maybe I can win.
Well, I mean, they also have Caracas up, so...
Yeah, no, that's why I have to...
End step Abrupt
Right,
Decay
no, yeah. But it gives me an out to do that at least, right?
Right.
Whereas if I just leave the Mother of Runes in play, I can't actually ever win, I think.
Oh, sorry. Cast it for Abrupt Decay last turn. I thought I was thinking Adnons for some reason.
No, but I didn't even have a green source, so I was kind of... Alright, I just have to do this now. I think we're dead now. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I just decay the night.
Yeah. We decay the night, and then
just
we
put
back
2 cards. It doesn't matter what they are.
Put back Crypt and LED, and then Petal, decay the night.
I should have put the chain on top, I think, actually. Because I think it's going to be valuable.
To protect it from Thoughtseize, yeah. For sure. I was thinking we might need to use it for some reason, but no, there's no reason we would. We do know they have a Wasteland in their hand, right? Yeah, Wasteland Lake. Yeah, so yeah, we have 6 turns left. Yeah,
but the problem is I'm wasting
2
2
of
them.
Which are cards we know about. I mean, if we just did LED, or not LED, Passing Flames. But we're dead now, so it doesn't change anything. Yeah, that thing's a legend. What a crock of shit.
Yeah. I mean, game 1, I think they drew well versus us, like, just by happenstance, which happens. Game 2, I don't think this was great for us. Not gonna lie, right? It, like, started out great, but then it ended poorly.
Yeah, that was rough. I love Maverick. I miss that deck. If I ever play Legacy again, I'll probably play Maverick.
I don't love it.
It's just the goofiest fucking deck. It looks so bad on paper. Which is an endearing quality to me, because a lot of the decks I play look bad on paper.
Yeah, that is sort of your shtick, isn't it?
Guilty.
It sucked to lose that game, but, you know... It's that's the cool thing about Legacy. I think most of the decks that are like good, you can find some sort of way to exploit them if you care enough.
Yep.
The only problem is when there's like a deck that's actually unexploitable, then the format's like kind of bad, I think. That's happened a few times, not like infinite times, but this feels like a Storm Mirror to me. I don't know why, but
sure.
It's definitely not a. It's probably not a deck with Wasteland, so I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, none of the Delvery decks would be playing a basic island that I'm aware of.
What's the weakness of Rugved Delver? I don't think your snow control matchup is that great. Okay, here's what I know.
Nice.
So I guess I just take Force of Negation then, right?
Yep. And then they'll tap out on turn 3 for Oko, and then we will kill them.
The other thing that Rug is actually like kind of soft to, if you want to do this, is like tribal decks that play Cavern of Souls are not generally great matchups, I think. Basic Island Wasteland, huh? Okay. Got me. That's another turn for them not to Oko. Like,
yeah.
I think I'm going to play this land and get that one wasted.
I like it. I agree with it. Does anybody play Eldrazi anymore?
Yeah.
Did that deck vanish? It seems like it would be good against Rug.
I don't think Eldrazi's good versus Rug, personally.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's kind of weird to say this. Okay, let me explain this after I resolve that. Oh, I should have bottomed the pedal. Whoops.
You did? Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely
keeping pedals up.
Let me explain what has been my experience with Eldrazi is if they chalice you on one, sure you lose, but besides that, I kind of think Delver's actually quite good versus it. Because like Wastelands are so good versus all of their lands because all of their lands tap for 2 that like a single waste is like sort of debilitating for them. They also don't play a lot of removals, so oftentimes a flip Delver plus a bunch of bolts is enough to finish them.
Alright, that makes sense.
The flip side is the games you lose as Delver versus Eldrazi do not look close. They like just don't look close, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like you like actually just end the game with no spells cast and you're completely dead. Hogak post Red Prison. Yeah, I think I think Hogak is actually pretty good, and so is Dredge versus Delver in general. those, because like using your graveyard as a resource with like recurring threats is actually like kind of a big deal in game one, you know? If that makes sense to you, Shroud.
I don't know what a Legacy Hogak deck looks like, but I bet it's great. So yeah.
So they have basic island in their rug deck. That's like pretty unusual.
It is.
Depths is still good versus rug. Yeah, that's not a matchup I'm thrilled to play. Actually, the second Veil might be good, now that I think about it.
Do we know the top cards of Veil or something?
No. Oh, sorry, the second Petal might be good because
Second
maybe...
Petal. Yeah, okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
the second Petal actually looks pretty good here.
I think I draw the Dark Ritual and Lead and just lead with Veil next turn.
Do we have lethal? We might have lethal.
This turn?
If we use Veil to like preemptively to silence them, right? Like we like fetch Veil, and then Lotus Petal, and then the Ponder going to the graveyard. That will give us Threshold, and so then we draw LED. So if we draw LED off this Ponder, we can Veil, Petal, Crypt, and then we'll have 8 mana with Infernal Tutor.
So
that's probably good enough.
Well, that's an ad nause with no land drop because we've already played a land. Is there a Past in Flames line? Probably not, right? Because we only have one ritual.
I'm not sure.
Well, what if I take the Dark Ritual instead of the LED?
We need the LED for red mana, but
oh, for Past in Flames, right?
We can also just wait a turn. We don't have to do it right now. It's probably much safer to just wait a turn. So
right.
I think we top both these cards.
So next turn I'm just going to lead with Veil. I know their hand is... I don't know. I guess I don't know much of their hand.
Yeah, with eight mana, it would have been ad nauseam with 1 flitter.
Oh, maybe I was supposed to do that then. But it's possible we can just kill them with Past in Flames now instead, right?
Right. I mean, if we get to untap, yeah, we'll have more mana, so it'll be much more reliable. And they're gonna tap out. Hell yeah.
That's fine. Well,
Yeah,
it's not fine, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying, but... So the first thing we do is Petal. And
I'm going to play both Petals so I can play Veil around double days. So I just get a green land here, and I think...
I kind of wanted to Dark Rit. I kind of wanted to go 1 Petal Dark Rit. Just so if they, like, in case they force...
Okay, sure.
I mean, we know they don't have double days, because they have 2 of their cards are Oko and Forcible.
Well, we don't know that for sure, but...
I guess that's true.
I feel like they have exactly one... Oh, they only have 3 cards. They can only have exactly 1 force, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh, then this... I think waiting was really good then, actually. Oh, no, but we could have just done it last turn and been the exact same spot, right?
Yeah, I kind of felt like we should have gone for it, but
That's
I wasn't
fine.
sure.
Yeah, it's whatever, I think. Wait, do we just kill them with Piff now, then?
Yeah.
So I don't even have to add Nause, because add Nause is risky.
Right, yeah. I mean, you'll want to Veil before you do that, I guess. So that's in your graveyard.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about that, actually. But... Oh, yeah. Well, you'll definitely want to Veil before you LED, so yeah.
I mean, we can try to trick them into, like, forcing our LED. Are they going to force this, and then we're going to Veil them?
I mean, they should probably force this if they haven't forced, so... Well, no, that's not. I shouldn't say that. There's actually plenty of reasons not to force this.
This produces a lot of skulls, as a bunch of Storm pilots I know like to talk about the card.
There's many skulls.
It's not as many as Songs of the Damned in the Pauper Storm deck.
So yeah, let's leave with LED.
All right, now
we're doing a lot of work to try and get like draw an extra card that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But this will be fine.
Okay, they let it resolve, so I just get Pass and Flames, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was the easy one. I don't know what's with this basic island. It's probably the 19th land where I normally have a fetch. But the problem with basic island in a 3-color deck is it doesn't actually do that much.
I sort of remember from back in the day, a lot of rug decks, like people were constantly trying to add a basic to Rugved Delta. They didn't really understand that it didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, Taiga would actually be a lot more preferable a lot of the time, except that card doesn't cast Daze or any of your cantrips, so it's also not great. This goes out. Cyrus says he does not like this card for Delver. Sunless Blade over the 4th Wasteland? Look. I'm not a fan of that. I think I'm going to just cut 3 Preordains.
Yeah, Rug would play 7 Wastelands, but good. Yeah, that's fine. Are we sure about all 3 Abrupt Decays? That seems like a lot. But...
I'm pretty sure, because a common card for them to have is also like Cage. And sometimes Null Rod, yeah. So I think there's enough bullshit that it's worth it.
Narset, one of our opponents had last time.
Yeah, the problem is like Narset is kind of a bad exchange. You know?
I mean, sure, but still, you may have to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, Arcanist is one of their best threats versus combo. And
yeah, that's a good point. They probably aren't playing Cage anymore. Like the list I've seen about a Tormod Crypt.
Celestica.
Like there's a lot of random shit they could have.
So Celestica, didn't I change the stream title?
Oh, Peer into the Abyss. I thought you meant like the actual The Abyss. I was like, I don't know, it doesn't seem good, man.
Do I play around Stifle or Wasteland? It's the classical problem.
I think we assume they don't have Stifle until we see one, right?
Oh, you came from Facebook, you feel betrayed? I'm sorry, but we did play with Peer into the Abyss earlier. The problem is Peer into the Abyss mostly felt worse than Ad Naus to me personally.
Yeah, there were a couple spots where it was worse than Ad Naus, and there were no spots where it was better than Ad Naus.
So, we played 5 matches with it, and I think that's reasonable. I'm just going to ship both.
Yep. You don't need either of these.
Well, that casts Abrupt Decay at least. It doesn't really cast a lot else in our hand, except Infernal Tutor.
Yeah. And it pays for days. Days for days for days, boys.
Days for days, boys. Do you brainstorm here? Or do I just say land go because they're not doing anything?
It's probably that one.
Alright.
I like just land go because they're not doing anything.
We'll play the snow first because
I was
it's
considering the argument for brainstorming there is they might daze it, which would actually be good for us.
Would it? I mean, it would be okay for us. It's not that good for us.
Like, I mean, if they sense weakness, if they daze, that's kind of annoying. They also might like blast it or something like that. Like,
yeah, the real reason I didn't want to cast it there is more blast than daze. Because I think a lot of this matchup is not letting them use their blasts effectively versus your cantrips in a post-board game.
How do you avoid letting them use their blasts?
Because a lot of times they have to tap out to like deploy a threat.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like here's a trick I use a lot of the time to determine what I feel like should happen in matchups is ask yourself what happens in a matchup if it went to like turn 10 plus. Who do you think is favored? I think Storm's actually favored if it goes to turn 10 plus.
Yeah, I agree.
And that doesn't just apply to Legacy. You can use that in like any format and just try to imagine these things. Because it just like sort of tells you who the beatdown should be and how they should be like advancing their game plan.
Right, yeah, it tells you who has inevitability.
I don't know if that's like a weird way to think about it, but it's what I do. It's what I've been doing for years.
Is the EOT Brainstorm crazy here?
It's not crazy, but I'm not sure. Like, the problem with EOT Brainstorm is it doesn't let them use their blast. But I guess if they blast that, then we're actually thrilled. So maybe I'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do. Alright, I guess I'll just do it then.
Wait, do they have 8 cards in their hand?
No.
I
I mean, like, that's actually impossible, right?
Well, they Brainstorm. I don't know.
No,
Okay,
but they went land. They didn't miss a land drop, and they were in the play.
Yeah,
so they,
read the number.
yeah. I do understand the confusion. Sometimes 6 does look like 8, but it's actually impossible for them to have 8 cards. So this gets a swamp, and then I'm wasteland proof, which is sort of appealing, right?
Yeah.
Like, here's the other thing. We could, like, natural storm them out at some point if the game goes long enough, which is, like, the whole inevitability thing again, right?
Right.
Because if we just drew our entire deck and, like, just waited forever, that would actually happen.
They board in their own veils, right? So.
They have, like, 1 or 2 at most, usually.
Okay.
We're gonna die to turn 3/4/4 again? Or turn 4/4/4?
It's a 4/4/2 this time.
Then I have to cast this. They don't even have a red up, so.
Yeah. We need to find.
Holy fuck.
That's a big tilt-a-whirl McGee.
It is a big tilt-a-whirl McGee. I agree with your assessment on the situation.
I don't want to just like spam my hand off into 6 cards.
No, not really.
So,
I think we can wait a little bit, but not forever, obviously.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for a little bit.
I think we have like 2 more turns, essentially. But the problem is, like, I would put the probability of at least 1 force at like 99%, and 2 forces probably like 60%. You don't understand playing main deck Veil in a deck meant to beat counter magic. I got the list from my friend, so I don't really know that much. Like, we are just literally bumbling our way through. We did go 4-1, so I don't know. That's like something, right?
I mean, what would you play instead?
This sucks.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to tutor for any of these cards? Not really, right?
No.
If anything, I would rather tutor for like a Veil or a Thoughtseize.
Yep. We really need to draw something else that's good to tutor for.
Still, we don't have infinite time. Like,
I think next turn we should do the thing that Cyrus told us to do last time and just cast the tutor.
that's only good if you really. Did I fetch already?
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
So we don't know any of the cards.
Correct.
Alright. Guess I'll cast this tutor and hope like it work or hope it doesn't work.
I'm not sure why we tapped our other black source, but
Because this is also a black source? Fuck, they let it go.
yeah, of course they did.
I think I'm just gonna get lead.
Yeah, that checks out.
It's kind of bad all around, I think.
It's pretty bad.
Bolt.
Maybe they just have a bunch of dazes and spell pierces.
Well, that is the advantage of playing this way. That like all of that shit becomes irrelevant, right?
Right.
Yeah. hope they draw only bolts next game. I don't think I'm going to change anything, though. Pretty satisfied with this.
And the only consideration would be, again, I think the third Abrupt Decay might be excessive. We could have, like...
No, I like it with Nullrod and Arcanus and bullshit going on.
Sure.
Obviously, it was, like, horrible that game, but...
Looks real bad against all hoots. That's happened every time you've ordered it in, then drawn it against the deck. This is probably a keep.
It's an unhappy keep, I think. The problem is I have to get Underground Sea, or Bayou. Probably Underground Sea, actually, but...
I would probably just play the Misty and pass.
I guess it's reasonable. Game 3 versus Rug. Basic Island Rug is what I'll call it. Because we saw Basic Island in Game 1. That was kind of wild. Alright, that's actually pretty good.
That is pretty good.
And I'm going to say go and hope nothing bad happens, but... They tap out for Arcanus. That might open up all sorts of windows for us, so that might be good.
Mm-hmm. If they tap out for Arcanus, are we instant Brainstorm?
Yeah, for sure. I just didn't really want to cast it now, because I think it's...
Yeah, I agree with not doing it now.
That
since they're not doing anything, I wouldn't cast it now either.
Yeah.
I would just take the draw side.
Oh, that's great, actually.
Nice.
So, hypothetically, I could Brainstorm EOT, and they might blast. Then I can, like, at least veil their blast, which is, like, kind of fucked up that works like that.
It is really funny, but that's the thing.
Alright. I think I might go for that, actually. Okay, instead it instantly resolved. I think I'm going to put one of the veils back, actually. How do you feel about that?
What else would you put back?
Delta?
So,
maybe I'm not allowed to put back the Delta because it is a basic, but...
I mean, we really would like a basic swamp is the thing.
What if I put both?
What if we don't? Do we care about Thoughtseize? Is that crazy? To just hold both the veils and like.
The only good thing about Thoughtseize is you can play it on an off turn, right?
Sure.
So maybe that's not worth it. Maybe I'm supposed to put Thoughtseize veil back.
Well, I want to keep 2 of the 3 of the 2 veils in Thoughtseize.
The other thing is, if you keep the veil, you have to fetch both Underground Sea and Bayou, right? But maybe that's fine.
I mean, I think we could get rid of one of the rituals too. Honestly, I would pitch maybe either Thoughtseize Dark Ritual or Veil Dark Ritual. Is what I want to do here. Because we have so many fetch lands, so like Threshold's not going to be too big a problem. And then we're shuffling here.
Alright, hear me out. What if I just cast another Brainstorm now? Is that crazy?
No, that's not crazy. Yeah, you probably want Underground Sea so that you can, because you'll want to induce a wasteland on it.
Sucks. I'm gonna put back Lotus. Actually, is Lotus Petal better than the second Cabal Rit?
Not really, no.
Alright. I actually am gonna fetch for Basic Forest. Is that crazy?
Yeah. No, because you have the Delta to fetch Basic Swamp, and then you're
online with my Sultai deck.
Yep. Action card. Hey.
Okay.
That's an action card.
Am I supposed to Veil and try to kill them, or Thoughtseize first?
I would lead with Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Right. If we fetch Thoughtseize and then Veil, we'll have Threshold.
Are they gonna Veil my
Yeah.
Thoughtseize?
So, yeah.
They might Veil my Thoughtseize, which would be kind of irritating.
That'd be fine. I mean, that draws the Veil out. So.
All right, what do I do now? Do I just say go?
What else would you do?
I have empty in my deck, so I could empty for a bunch via Past in Flames.
Oh, that's interesting. Then yeah, let's do that. We can Veil. We like fetch for Swamp and then Veil. We have to do that to turn Threshold on anyway.
Yeah. If they force it, do I just go for it? Probably, right?
That's interesting. The 6 cards in hand. Yeah, probably. Oh, that turns off Threshold. God, that's a buzzkill.
Does that matter? I feel like I'm
Yeah.
gonna have like tons of mana anyways, right?
We have 3 and then 3 and then 6, and then the LED would make 9. So down to 7 with the Infernal. I guess that doesn't matter.
Alright. I think I'm gonna do it. If they daze this, I also don't really care, I think.
Yeah. If they daze it, that's also fine. Because then we just like take our beats and then we can try again next turn.
Yep. It was pretty likely for them to have a daze, but the problem is, like, if I wait, I think the daze actually is about the same for them because they can waste the sea, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Drawing another veil wouldn't be bad, actually.
And we have a lot of good draws here. I mean, even drawing land wouldn't be bad.
Yup. So our opponent's hand is Trop, 3 unknowns.
Yep.
Well, I'm actually not convinced that discard would be better than Veil in a lot of the situations, for what it's worth. Like, it actually seems like Veil has been pretty darn good with regards to the person who was asking.
Pretty bad against the Yadok team we lost to earlier. But
Yeah, but discard would not be, like... That would be a duress. What the fuck does duress do versus,
oh, I see what they're saying, yeah. Hey, be therapy maybe? But probably not. Well, you can also duress Green Sun's even, so. Well. Damn, they got our fucking number. Shit, that's real good.
That's kind of a weird play. Does this even do anything anymore? Not really, right?
No, I mean, we can empty for 6.
I'm just going to decay their Goyf.
So I would just abrupt decay the Goyf instead, yeah.
That's kind of a suspicious play. People don't really do that.
I don't know. I mean, it's reasonable.
Is it really? Like, wouldn't you just wait for the Pass in Flames to be on the stack?
The way we played it, where we, like, tapped out into days, like, I feel like we wouldn't do that if we didn't have a second cop.
No, we could just easily have a... okay, maybe you're right. Maybe. We'll just go with maybe. Alright, well, that's fucking good. Oh, actually, is it?
Pretty good, yeah. We can, what can we do here? If we only crack one of them at first, we can...
Pass in Flames into...
That doesn't actually do anything, I don't think.
That was a mistake, maybe.
No, this is fine. We have to do something. We can't just sit here.
Right.
So, So yeah, so there is no Infernal for Past and Flames line, right? Because we can pass with 2 blue up and cast 2 Brainstorms, and that's it. So no. So basically, all we can actually do here is make 8 goblins.
Am I supposed to do that? That doesn't even win a race if the Delver flips, which is going to.
True.
Wait, so no, so I tutor for Past in Flames. I make. Okay, hear me out. What if I just say go and hope to draw like a ritual?
That would also be fine.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to play that first LED out. Actually, I think that was a pretty big mistake. Because I think this is like a game where Storm might actually matter, right?
Yeah. No flips. 8 goblins would have got the job done.
I don't think that's true. Especially since they showed us bolts in their deck still.
Yeah.
Is that might actually be good enough, right? Because now
just cast 2 Brainstorms.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's give it a shot.
do we have wait, is Chaining Toothers lethal? 9, 12 down to 10.
So
it's
all right. So we after we cast Infernal Tutor, we have 8 mana to work with. We have 10 mana to work with. 4 of that is going to need to go to Past, so we can Infernal for Infernal down to 8, Infernal for Infernal down to, or Infernal for Past and Flames down to 6, Past and Flames. That doesn't work. Yeah, we can only do it once, I think.
So I should just tutor, float blue, black, red, get Pass and Flames, cast Pass and Flames off, black, black, red, red.
Yeah.
And I might as well just use all my LEDs, right? Or do I not have to?
You need to make sure you have blue mana with one of your LEDs. You covered that, right? I wasn't.
Yeah. I said blue, black, red.
Okay.
What if I just get black, red first, see if it resolves? I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Yo, what's up, Cardboard Live? Cardboard Live, were all those other accounts you? I kind of want to know, but whatever. Alright. I'm just going to go all in. I don't think really we have time, right?
Right. Yeah, I don't think there's no chaining solution here.
I think I'm just going to use all my red mana, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would, yeah.
Oh, my opponent just let it resolve, so I'll Brainstorm first.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Maybe I was supposed to use a blue, actually, because now I can't tutor for Tendrils without hitting another mana source.
We always needed to hit another mana source, didn't we?
But if I tutor first, like, the problem is I might not be hell-bent for my tutor later, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I should actually tutor first, then Brainstorm look for a ritual?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we tutor for Tendrils, and then we Brainstorm, and then if we hit any ritual, that's lethal. Okay, yeah. We missed. Big devils. Hang on. Have we played a land? If you keep the Bayou, you can Abrupt Decay the Insect Collaboration.
I have not played a land, and I can use this land to shuffle. So I can fetch for Bayou. And shuffle and cast another Brainstorm.
That works too. Rebind. Actually.
Does that work? I don't think it does.
It does not.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Now we need to brainstorm and have the third card that we don't know about be a ritual. As far as I can tell, that's the only way we win.
Wait. Brainstorm, crack, lead. Does that do anything? Don't have to put... Oh, no. Here's what I do. I put Tendrils on top of my deck and Brainstorm into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. That's a classic line. Yeah. Wow. We barely got there.
I forgot that was a thing we were allowed to do.
Because normally we would have hit the ritual, which would have made it easier, but obviously this is cooler.
That is true, actually. We could have done it the dumb way. And it
Yeah,
would've
but
worked.
no, but this is deterministic, which is cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Storm's such a cool deck.
Stifle incoming.
Well, dude, if they have Stifle, what the fuck should I do about it? Also, I think they would have stifled one of our fetch lands when we brainstormed.
Yeah.
By the way, I think that game is like a good reason why like the all interaction hand is not actually good enough for Storm. Because like they didn't put a clock on this that fast, right?
Right. I think I'm good for one more match.
Okay. Alright, one more match. And, you know, maybe we'll finish the league in secret at some other point, you know?
Yep.
I think you would enjoy playing this deck, and it kind of feels like you are enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's Storm. It hasn't changed much. Like,
This is someone I know? I forget who. I want to say Rob Vaughn, but I don't remember.
I do not know. I vote we keep the hand.
This hand's pretty good, I think.
Yep.
Alright. Rob has confirmed it's Rob, so I'm just going to Thoughtseize off Underground Sea.
Yep, that's what I would do.
And we'll have more information about what's going on.
Our lands are robust enough against one Thoughtseize anyway. So.
Oh my god, fuck this shit.
That's not that big a deal, right? We just played both our 0 drops, take Karn, and...
Then we get Chalice on one?
Oh, they can play Chalice on one, can't they? Yeah, that's actually super annoying. Yeah, well... Do you want to take one of the Chalices then? Is that crazy? And just...
I'm sort of slightly shit talking a friend because this is not GLHF territory. I'm figuring out what I can do. I guess. So what I want to do is, fuck, this is so bad.
I would probably take Karn and then just play both our 0 drops and.
And then when they go to Chalice for one, do we brainstorm? We probably do, right?
Well, we're not going to get to.
Yeah, off the Lotus Petal.
Oh, yeah, true.
I think I'm supposed to then, right?
Yeah. I guess the real problem is the turn after that, I just realized they're going to Chalice for 2, and then we can't win.
No, we can. Like, a Chalice for 2 is actually more readable than a Chalice for 1, I think.
No, they'll have both. That's the problem.
Yeah, so what this really means is this tutor has to, like, deliver a lot of really good cards.
It's Brainstorm?
Or, yeah.
Yep.
This Brainstorm probably needs to deliver a tutor, otherwise I'm dead.
Brainstorm has to serve it
okay.
right up. Get that 1 drop back and call it a day. Yeah, stack them the right way.
It doesn't really matter. Wait, 1, 2, 3... Fuck, if I had an empty, I could, like, mini empty, and that would actually be good here, but I don't.
Yeah.
Wait, so am I dead?
Unless you have some way to beat Chalice for 1 and 2. I don't think you do.
Actually, this is fine. Well, it's not fine, but
We have a plan?
it's not a good plan.
What's our plan?
Get very lucky.
I'm going to need you to elaborate.
I haven't worked out the details, but it involves getting lucky. This is kind of like miserable. Alright, I was lying. I don't have a plan.
I was going to say.
Okay.
So we're supposed to, if we take 1 Chalice, I mean, we can't beat Karn either is the thing, so like.
It's not Eldrazi. It looks like some sort of Mystic Forge deck.
Oh, those
Sean?
are things. Wow, okay.
Mystic Forge is pretty fucked up magic card.
Yeah, I can see it.
Tell you what, I'm gonna cut these veils.
They look great. Actually,
They're okay. They're exactly okay.
They have interaction with Chalice, we learned, so that's a thing.
Get that empty in. Even though it's probably not great either.
I'm gonna go down to 1 Preordain.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work out the details. I just knew that us winning involved us getting lucky right there. Do you agree with that assessment, Trout?
Like luck would have to involve like our opponent disconnecting or something like that. Like I guess if our opponent never draws a threat, and we just draw like a bunch of 0 drops into like Tendrils. Is that how we were gonna win it? Is that our plan?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not happy with this hand, but I guess I'm gonna keep.
Fine. It's
I think I'm gonna bottom Chain of Vapor. And the reason is I think my hand's so soft to Chalice on 1 anyways that this is the best one to bottom.
Yeah. I can't think with that on Oliver. Damn, you are old. You're talking gibberish in the quotes.
Alright. Wait. Someone saying something?
The MTG bot quote is something from a while ago.
Oh, that's a long time ago. That's like 3 years now.
You're 3 years older than you were when you said I'm old, very old?
Yeah.
Damn, Jarvis, you're old plus 3.
Bro, I was right. This is the Mystic Forge deck.
So are we taking the Mystic Forge?
No, I'm taking the fucking Chalice of the Void. Are you fucking...
I don't know, man.
I mean, they can play Mystic Forge, but like, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still a mod. I didn't demod you. I don't demod people.
I had that same reaction. Also, that's the reason I can never find the button that pops out the chat is because the mod.
Oh, the mod.
Like,
No, you can
button.
exit the mod view.
Yep. I eventually figure it out every time, but it takes me a while.
All right. I hope they hit a bunch of lands. Alright, I'm gonna just Echoing Truth this Mystic Forge, actually. I think it actually is too threatening.
What's their last card? Do we know it?
No, we don't. And we know their top card's probably a land, or like some expensive artifact, but...
Yeah, I would mount it.
I don't care about this leyline, actually. I think the game's... I'm gonna
We're
win...
gonna win with ad nauseam, right?
Yeah.
We didn't cut ad nauseam, did we?
No. They don't actually attack our life. Fuck.
Well.
Alright, this is obnoxious.
Back it up, back it in. Let me begin.
This worked out poorly. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it felt like I should, because I think if you don't do that, they find more chalices with the future sight ability, essentially. Alright, we just need to draw Abrupt Decay. think my opponent played that off the top of the deck, but I'm not sure.
Okay, you can't tell.
It's actually hard to like. I could have been tracking, but I didn't.
Does it say it in the?
No, it doesn't.
The game log? It
No,
doesn't, really?
because you're just casting something.
Yeah, you're right. That's fucking weird.
Fucking dead.
Well.
Yeah, that card's like sweet and good in their deck. I actually think if I draw Abrupt Decay within a turn or two, I might be good enough, but I think I'm mostly dead.
I mean, we need to draw Abrupt Decay and then, like...
That's funny. Manifold Key to Chalice. But it does untap all of their artifacts, so it's probably not a big deal for them. Oh, also...
Kind of did its job, right?
Yeah.
Do they have a combo kill with this spare? They probably do, right?
They usually just Walking Ballista you out. Like, so here's the thing. Do you actually need, like, a pure combo kill if you can just generate a ton of mana every time you cast a spell?
I mean, no, probably not.
No. So what their deck actually does... that should have been a Chalice on 2 again, I think. But whatever. Like, I think they're gonna make a bunch of mana, then use Inventor's Sphere to get Walking Ballista and just like kill us. The sickest part of all of this is if there's ever a bad card on the top of their deck, like that's a spell.
This is gas.
Oh, I didn't realize there was blue in their deck. There was actually nothing to indicate that there was blue in their deck.
Sure, that might be their only blue card. Who knows?
No, I think if you see that, they probably have Narset in their deck. If that makes sense. Well, this is a horrendous matchup.
I'm having a blast watching our opponent do silly shit.
It's like Time Twister, Sean. Yeah, I already played this deck in an open. Just like the mono brown version, no blue.
I bet this deck has a good rug matchup.
Not. Have you ever played that deck versus Null Rod?
I mean, sure. Besides Null Rod.
Oh no. So again, I'll put all caveats. I think it was very draw dependent from their side versus Rug. If they landed a Chalice on one, then they were favored. Otherwise, they weren't. That's how. That's. I mean, it sounds like an excuse, but that's actually how a lot of those matchups play out. I have played with Conspicuous Snoop before, Sean. It wasn't very good in Goblins, unfortunately, in Legacy. I did try it for a bunch.
Maybe our opponent will accidentally Chalice for 34, so they can't cast their Walking Ballista.
Why would 34 from that matter? Oh yeah, Muxus is insane.
What's a Muxus?
Muxus Goblin Grandee. It's a 4/red goblin. When it comes into play, reveal your top 5 or 6 cards. Every card that's a goblin revealed this way, put into play if it costs 5 or less.
Oh, so it's like
it's the bastard child of Mind's Desire, Goblin Ringleader, and Collected Company.
It's like Goblin Ringleader plus
Mind's Desire
basically in one card.
It's a very good card.
Does seem good. The problem is you have to put a bunch of goblins in your deck, though. So I think our opponent found the line.
No shit. I knew this was likely to happen. Like once the Paradox Engine happened, but there was nothing we could really do.
All right. Well, on that note,
Yeah, peace. All right.
Yep.
I think I'm also going to call it quits and send a raid to someone else. But thank you for showing up, Shoutout.
Yep, for sure, for sure. It was a good time.
Good.
All right, let's see who else is streaming. I'm going to pay it forward. Yeah, calling it on that. That was like kind of annoying, but you know, shit happens. Unreg is still streaming, so we'll send it that way.